Good morning. I don't understand why it does that. There has to be a hotkey that I'm not familiar with connected. It only happens here, so it makes me think there's some kind of hotkey or something that I'm hitting on my keyboard, I think. So I don't know why, unless my mouse is like double clicking when it's not supposed to. I don't know. I don't understand why I mute myself all the time in the studio, but let me try that again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good time zone, everybody. That's all you missed. I'm in the studio, obviously, today. And hopefully I'll be able to do most of my streams from the studio again now that the supposed crashes are not, well, supposed, they definitely happened, but hopefully they're not happening anymore. And so, yeah, I'm excited to be able to get back in here and actually do most of my work here, because it's just way less distracting here than being at my apartment. So, wish me luck. We're actually going to be celebrating the... we're going to be celebrating the lack of crashes and a few other things, also hitting 3,000 followers. Thank you to everybody who's followed in the last month or so. We'll be celebrating that this afternoon and during stream party. So if you want to come back at 4 p.m., we'll be having a stream party with like giveaways and stuff. I have a bunch of stuff I need to set up for that still, so that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing right after the stream today. But, you know, for the morning, for the warm-up gem, we're going to be doing birds. It's Migratory Bird Day, for those who did not know, and I figured we haven't drawn birds. We usually do like wings or something at least once a month, and you know, it's a new month, so here we are doing some birds, doing some wings. If you want to join along, if you haven't done this before, welcome to the art gym. I'm not totally done setting it up because I haven't done art gym here in so long. I didn't actually have one set up already, so I'm trying to like make it really fast, but I'll make a post on social media here in a sec, and then we'll get started. But if you want to get started without me, that is okay too. If you'd like to go ahead and start, you don't have to draw birds. I just pick a theme because sometimes it's easier to just have a direction to draw in rather than just having blank canvas syndrome and being like, I don't know what to draw, help. So if that sounds fun to you, go find a bird. I'm going to be focusing on migratory birds, but pick any bird or pick something else. If you want to go sit outside and draw a tree, you know, if you want to draw your cat, if you want to find a reference of some anatomy and do some figure studies. Like, do whatever you'd like. And if you want to join in, for those who are new, if you don't know, we have a Discord where you can drop your studies as long as they're work safe. Please keep an eye on that. You can drop them in the art gym section and we'll show them off on stream at the end of, stream. Just please, you know, make sure that what you share in the art gym section is a study. If you want to share like finished work of any kind or like other art or imaginative art, that goes in like art share or works in progress share or wherever, some other spot. And then we also have a showcase section. We're actually doing the monthly art showcase this afternoon. So today is a day full of events. We're starting off May with a lot of stuff here on stream. So anyway, hi, welcome. For anyone who's not been here before, my name is Kasey. Let me scroll up and say hi to everybody real quick, and then we will get started. Bonds got first. Congratulations. I don't know. I might have lost the top of chat. I actually am not sure. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody. But hello, Bonds and Outernet. Thank you for contributing to that plein air sketch day. Let's see where we're at on that. 60% of the way there. Well, looks like we'll be doing that hopefully soon. As soon as you guys hit that goal, I will schedule a time, maybe this month. So I just posted the stream schedule this morning in Stream Share. But, you know, it's subject to change. So it probably will change because I'm scheduling a couple of co-streams this month, hopefully, but just don't quite have dates nailed down. So keep an eye on that section of the Discord if anyone wants updates on that. But thank you, Outernet, and I hope you're doing well. And Outernet, thank you for the bits, too. I think I lost the bits alert. I think my chat has scrolled past that, but thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. And you got second. Congratulations. Amaze, hello. Good to see you. And let's see. Sloppy, hey, good to see you. Happy Monday. Hope you're doing well. And yay, birds indeed. Ulodin, I see you peeking in there. Hello. Thank you, Maze, for pinning that to the top of chat. If anybody wants to draw some birds, there is a reference board full of birds posted at the top of chat. I know Pinterest has been having some issues lately, so Hopefully it stays up, but for now, I think you should be able to look at it without a Pinterest account. I just don't know if you can like enlarge the pictures, but maybe it can give you a place to start. I don't know. It just so far has been the easiest place for me to organize, but that might be changing. Hopefully not. Scrolling down. Thank you, Ulodin and Amaze, for donating to the Plein Air Sketch Day. Sloppy, don't die. Please don't die. Yeah. Egg in the lung does not sound like where that belongs. Hey, Neil. Beware of the Revenge of the Fifth. Oh my gosh. Hi, Neil. Yes, that's right. Belated May the 4th to everyone, especially the Star Wars fans out there. Hey, Paleo. How are you? Good to see you. You had your phone. I'm sorry. That's been happening a lot here for some reason. I don't know why. I think I'm hitting something on my keyboard like right after I unmute, and I think it's because I'm still in OBS. I think there's some kind of hotkey. I just need to look into it. I need to pay more attention. Doesn't help that I'm easily distracted, right? Hi, Elodin. Am I trying to gaslight the crashes into thinking they didn't happen? Maybe. Is that a method? Does that work? Are you aware of that working? Let me know. Clem, hello. Bank holiday Monday. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Well, enjoy your bank holiday, and I'm honored that you would spend any of it here, watching me bumble and mute myself on stream. Scrolling. Oh, the pin is to a specific list of migratory birds. Oh, well, there you go. Thank you, Mace. If anyone does want access to my Pinterest board, you just type !ref. I'll do it for anybody who'd like that. Feel free to use that as well. Let's see. Hey, Zimius, how are you? It's good to see you. And Cookie Narwhal, hey, good to see you too. Welcome back in. I'm doing pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little sleepy. Accidentally stayed up way too late last night. Total accident. I just got really into some research that I was doing. I think I had a little too much sugar yesterday. That tends to happen if I have too much sugar too close to bedtime. I mean, it was like in the afternoon, but I have to be really careful with my sugar and caffeine intake because it just really affects me. At least it seems to lately. So speaking of, I've got some coffee here because I got like 4 or 5 hours of sleep. I don't know, not enough. So, if I start talking really fast and seem jittery, it's because I'm not used to caffeine. But I feel like I need it today because I have a lot of work I gotta get done. But I hope everyone's having a good start to their week and a good Monday. Let me know if I mute myself again, please. I'm so sorry that I'm not a pro. But I'm grateful to have you guys here. Thank you so much. I stayed up too late, whereas you couldn't sleep. Oh, I'm sorry. So my roommate checked out the new Wicked movie. Has anyone seen the Wicked movie? I don't know if anyone else is a musical theater nerd like me. I wasn't in theater, but I've always loved musicals ever since I was a kid. And Wicked holds a special place in my heart because I have a friend who we roomed in the dorms together, and holy cow, we sang so many songs very loudly from that soundtrack all the time. And so I just have a lot of nostalgia of very fond memories. And the movie I thought was actually pretty good. I mean, it was a little long, and there was definitely things they could have done to make it less than 3 hours. Like, it did not need to be 3 hours long. But it was really, actually, like, I heard a lot of negative things about it going into it, and so maybe it colored my opinion, and maybe my expectations were really low. But I thought the lead actresses did a fantastic job singing, and I thought they did really great jobs with everything. So it was a lot of fun. A little long. It was a little long. If you watch it, just, you might need a potty break. It's like a Lord of the Rings length movie that doesn't need to be quite that long, but it's very, very well choreographed, and the set design is really fun. Like, it feels like a stage show, but in a movie. So it kind of reminds me in that way of like Moulin Rouge, which felt very stage performance-y, except for like way more intense set design. Anyway, I actually thought it was pretty good. I will watch the second one when it comes out for sure. It's interesting that they broke it into 2 movies, but I don't know. It's nice to see at least a well-done film these days. If you stay till 3 or 4 a.m., it's not counting as late. Really? Oh gosh, no. I was up until, I think, 1:30 in the morning, which is pretty late to me. I try to go to bed at like 9:30 or 10. It's because I get up at 5 typically. So this morning I did not. This morning I was up at like 7. But very sleepy. Okay, let's do Yeah, I can already feel that caffeine kicking in. You guys think I'm scatterbrained now. Just wait until that coffee kicks in. It's also a triple latte, so it's let's see how much caffeine is in here. 3 shots of natural caffeine, so 175 mg. That's about 175 more than I normally have. So anyway, oh boy. Okay. But I have to drink it fast. Like if I don't drink it before 10 a.m. It will affect my sleep tonight. That is another thing I've learned about caffeine, is I have to have it in the morning. I can't have it too late in the day. Is anyone else like that? Also, I don't know if I'm feeling this song right now. Hold on. Let's do something a little more exciting. I need it with my ampedness. You have a soft spot for musicals too? Oh my gosh, what's everyone's favorite musical? Please tell me. If you're not drawing. If you are drawing, please don't let me distract you. Oh, what was I going to do? I was going to start doing predictions at the beginning of stream, because those were really fun last month. At least I thought they were fun. I knew I should. I was hanging out on Nerdowino's channel. You guys, genius. Genius Nerdowino. I'm just going to give him a shout. He comes in here a lot anyway, but he's great. I don't know why it never occurred to me to do this. He has a list of things he does, like written down, before he starts stream, so that he can remember them. And I'm like, why did I never think of that? Literally everything else in my life is lists. Like, I have to do lists or else I cannot keep track of my life. I have no idea why it didn't occur to me to make a stream startup list. So guess what's happening right after stream? Actually, let me make a note to make a list. This is how my brain is. Especially probably on caffeine. Stream start list. There we go. Oops, I broke my pencil. Hold on. Okay. Oh man, yeah, sorry. Sorry in advance for how annoying I'm gonna be because of this caffeine. Maybe I shouldn't drink the whole thing. Can you save coffee? I don't know if I want... I feel like I have enough. What do you think? You watched Vivo. I don't know what that is. Was it good? London likes musicals. Hey Raga, how are you? It's good to see you. A lot of people telling you. I think it was really good, Elodin, yeah. Yeah, it's long. It's really long. You love a good musical. Some of recent discovery. Oh man, I can give you a list if you need them. I was actually thinking of putting some of the tracks on the playlist. Maybe. Bounced off the walls of the studio. Yeah, pretty much. I can already feel it. You thought you were, but you recently discovered drinking diet sodas and coffees later in the day. It doesn't seem to consistently. Oh, interesting. No, it definitely affects me. I've been noticing it a lot lately. Have I seen Futurama? No. I've seen like 1 episode of Futurama. I know, cultural swine. Your activity in the hours leading up to sleep. Yeah, no, and I have definitely noticed if I'm also trying to cut down on screen time before bed. Like my goal is to be off of screens an hour before I need to go to bed. I just got way too caught up in what I was doing last night. Lost track of time. It's very easy to do. Because usually I try to get off the computer by about 8 or 8:30. It's like, no more, we're just getting off of everything, we're gonna calm down. You only saw the movie version of Wicked. Yeah, I saw the movie yesterday? Yeah, yesterday, this weekend. My roommate got it. I think I said that. Sorry. Whew. Yeah, I need to put this coffee away. Maybe we just shouldn't finish that. It was great, but I've always loved the musical. I've never actually seen the whole Broadway performance. Hey, Paradox Moose. Wait, you said hi earlier. Did I skip your name? I'm so sorry. You ran into my house every night to meet it for me. Oh, that's why it's happening. Thanks. How are you doing, Moose? You don't watch Future? I know. I'm sorry. I told you I'm the worst. I keep telling everybody, and everybody's like, "No, you're fine." I'm like, no, I'm the worst. And you just see. Case in point. Never seen Futurama. Obviously the worst. It's been nice knowing you, Moose, and I'll let you know. I'll let you know when I finally have time to watch anything other than Wicked. Wicked was my quota of TV watching time because it was 3 hours long. That was all of my spare time this month. We'll see you, Cookie. Hey, thanks for popping in. I appreciate you. And thanks to anybody who's lurking, by the way. You guys are awesome. Lurkers are love, and you make Twitch go round, and I super, super appreciate you. And I still haven't finished making my post. Okay, let's focus. Wow. I'm so sorry about how scatterbrained I am right now. If anyone needs to mute me, I will not blame you today. The exhaustion mixed with caffeine is it's a whole experience. Okay, what are we drawing? We're drawing birds. I'm gonna put Oh, here. Migratory Birbs. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. This is a good day to do this too. If anybody wants to make a prediction, where's my stinking... Yeah, I always forget which one I have to be on when I'm streaming now. I'm still trying to use Chrome instead of Firefox when I stream. Oh geez, sorry. There was no way for me to avoid that. Oh geez, stop it. Okay. Why is it like this? There. Predictions. Because Firefox keeps crashing. Oh gosh, I'm so scatterbrained today. Predictions. So I thought it'd be fun if I do a prediction at the start of every stream, just because I had fun with it last month. I thought it was kind of fun for you guys, hopefully. So we're gonna do different predictions for different streams. And I think for the art gym, I think the stream, just for fun, a little poking fun of myself a little bit, will be how many studies do you think I'll get to? Because there tends to be one of two options. Either I get to less than 2 because I talk so much, which we'll see today. Or I do like quite a few that are like, it just kind of depends on color too. But I just thought it'd be fun if you guys want to predict. And if anyone has a better idea, let me know. We're not going to do probably any more crash predictions just because I don't want to jinx it. I got to think of a good one for tonight. If anyone has ideas for a prediction during the party. We're going to have a bring your own pizza party this afternoon, guys. So come on back. There'll be so much pizza you brought. It'll be great. How many... Hey, Dracon, how are you? It's good to see you. Hey, Claire. No, I'm not. We're actually having a hey, my stream didn't crash for a whole month party this afternoon. So we took all of April. That was last month, right? We took all of April and tested things. And, oh my gosh, BJ White. Thank you. BJ. That's so sweet of you. Wait, a 3-month gift subscription? What? Aw, BJ. Thank you so much for gifting Handstitch. Handstitch, welcome in. Yes, BJ White is very generous. BJ, if you're listening, I super appreciate you. I hope you know that. But yeah, Claire, how are you? No, we're not having PC trouble yet. If my PC crashes, Claire, if my PC crashes this afternoon, I'm gonna be so upset. We're gonna have a party to celebrate that my stream has not crashed in over a month here at the studio. And if it crashes during the hey, we didn't crash party, I might cry. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But this is the first time I've done an art gym stream from the studio in well over a month. So hopefully that would be it would be so sad. But anyway, if anybody wants to come back this afternoon, we're gonna do giveaways, and I might do like subdoodles with pure yeah, me just crying while my PC is freaking out. Ugh, if I see 3 blue screens ever again. You guys have I have 3 monitors, and when they crash and everything blue screens, it's so intense looking and it's so distressing. I really don't ever want to see that again. What am I doing? We're doing a prediction. Okay. Also, I've had a lot of caffeine for anyone who just got here, so I'm so sorry. And BJ, thank you for the contributing to everything, but to the plein air sketch day as well. Guys, it's beautiful out here right now. The mountains are green, so if we can get that goal accomplished soon, you guys will get to go see. Maybe we'll even hike up the mountain a little bit. I don't know. Should we try that? Maybe we'll try that. Okay, how many studies will Kasey do today? Let's say 0 to 2. And we'll say 3 or more will be the 2 options, okay? Wait, can you make more than 3 predictions? Let's do 1, 2, 3, many more. Those are the options. And I'm gonna say you guys have the first... I feel like 30 minutes is a long time. We'll say 20 minutes to make your prediction, if you want to. We've never done a prediction for the art gym, but I think it might be fun. How many studies will Kasey do today? There you go. If you want to predict, there you go. Stick around to the end of the stream to see what the answer is. Thanks, Neil. Yeah, BJ is awesome. I appreciate BJ a lot. And Handstitch, I hope you're doing well. Claire, I hope you're doing well too. Let me know. I talked to Isel. I think I told you this. It's been a really busy week. Just let me know when you'd like to try and work in a three-way co-stream. I think that'd be super fun. You have seen up to 8 or 9 predictions. Oh, really? Interesting. Well, there we are. You thought for a second you had 3 blue screens laid on top of each other like separate windows? Oh, no. No. I have monitors on either side of me and in front of me, and when my PC was crashing during streams, like everything would like flicker and go like intensely blue screen, like my Cintiq would get all pixelated blue screen. It was not a fun time. For any day that isn't Sunday, Monday, or Thursday, or the 17th. Okay, great. That's awesome. I will screenshot that, and I'm gonna look at my calendar after stream, and I'll probably message you. Let's see. Wednesday might work. I think Wednesday is when Isla and I have done it before. But maybe a Wednesday later in May. Yeah. Yeah. You got your schedule. Okay, cool. Yes, I will ping you. Thank you. Okay. What else was I supposed to do? Did I do all the things? Oh, no, I have to post on social media. Okay. We're just gonna post really fast on Blue Sky because I would like to get some drawing done. Oh shoot, how do I... There's too many things that I need to do and I'm so tired. Let me send this to myself. Oh yeah, I need to send that too. Guys, I have so many things on my to-do list. Okay. Boink, boink, boink. Eating rice and having coffee. Oh, hey, what kind of coffee? I'm also having coffee. I might start getting the shake soon because I haven't eaten anything. But I am drinking this. It was given to me. So I think they're pretty expensive otherwise. And I don't really do coffee, but I do free things. So here we go. I save it for very special occasions when I'm extremely tired and have a lot of things I need to do. I could try just sleeping, you know, on time, like a normal person, but who does that? Okay. Making here. I'll let you guys see what I'm doing so it's less boring, maybe? I don't know. I'm posting on Blue Sky. If anybody wants to not join the Discord to share their pieces, there's a few ways you can join in the study show and tell at the end if you want to draw along with us today. You can post on the Discord in the art gym section. You can just post it like here in the chat, just link, like, you know, post it on Imgur or something and then share your link as long as it's work safe. Share that in the chat here on Twitch. Or if you'd like to have a little bit of visibility, you can always post it in the comments over on Blue Sky. Here is a link to my Blue Sky if you'd like it. And this is where I'll post. So I always post under the ArtGym hashtag. You can also just use that hashtag. I tend to check it, not on stream though, but I do sometimes like repost stuff when I see people using that hashtag. So if you ever do a study and you want me to see it, I do try to check a few times a week. Okay, let's see. What should I don't know how to tag stuff. Bird day. I don't know. Migratory bird day. Do tags even work on Blue Sky? Does anyone know? I actually don't even know if tags are useful. And I'll just do that. Let's see. The art gym hashtag at the top with the theme. Oh my gosh. Birds written underneath. An image of I think it's a Pacific loon spreading its wings. It is located underneath. I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it. It just feels like a very simple picture, but yeah, let's post that. I guess. Okay. Did I really put Pacific look? I hate myself. Why am I like this? I don't care. It's already up there. Whoever's listening to that, did I really put... I did. I put Pacific look. Fine, whatever. I don't care. I can't fix it now. I'm pretty sure you can't edit alt text, and I don't want to repost it. Yeah, actually, you can't edit anything. Hate. I don't want to retype all that. It's just going to be there. I don't care. I mean, I care, but I want to draw. I want to draw. Why am I so scatterbrained? Okay. There we go. Well, that's done. Nobody pay attention to the alt text. It's fine. It's fine. It's completely normal alt text down there. Don't even worry about it. Oh, here's my burbs. I need to post on this place. Bird day! Exactly. Yeah, it's Migratory Bird Day. It's a good excuse to draw some birds. Streamer named Kels Bells has a clip redeem with a prediction of what category the clip will fall under. Huh? So, like, wait. Like some, like, prediction of what kind of clip people will make? I always forget about clips. How do you get the top clips thing? Does anyone know? I've seen a few streamers with that. But I don't have that. And I don't really know how to get it. Okay, there. Oh boy. What kind of bird is on the screen? A Pacific loon. No, stop it, Abaze. It's a Pacific loon. I just hit the K for some reason instead of an N, despite them not being close on the keyboard. Listen. Sometimes exhaustion just takes over and you can't do anything about it. So, that's just how it's gonna be today. Okay? Okay. Hey, Reiko, how are you? It's good to see you. Oh jeez. I need to post this on Instagram. If anyone made a prediction about how many things I'm gonna draw today, I'm off to a late start. Okay, oh my gosh, my phone is freezing. Sorry everybody, hold on. I know this is like exhilarating viewing. Just watching me fight with my stupid phone, whatever. Closing everything. Come on. They will. Oh, so below it is the sandhill crane. I'm pretty sure though. So that's a migratory bird. I'm doing migratory birds. You can do whatever you want. If you want to learn about some migratory birds, you can click that link at the top, and you'll have a lot of information probably. Hey Ungoy, how are you? And Miss Caprikel, hello, good to see you. You got some good shot of the yellow-headed blackbirds. They are currently in Colorado for breeding season. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, that's awesome. I'd love to see some if you're able to easily share any photos. But that sounds really cool. How are you doing, Rico? Let's see. They'll play a random clip from the history of their stream, and the prediction has a bunch of categories. Oh, gosh, my clips are horribly embarrassing. I don't think I would want to do that. Most of my clips are just me being jump scared. I think that's like... I don't know if anybody ever really clips me unless I'm getting jump scared. Anyway. Oh, I just saw some really sad news. Okay, I'll have to look at that later. What was I saying? I need water. Let's draw. So distracted right now. So for anybody who's not been here before, I usually recommend starting with a skeletal study. I think I'm just going to jump into it today, just because I want to get at least a few of these done. And I can't linger today after stream. Just because I want to get set up for the party this afternoon. For anyone who hasn't heard, you'll probably hear me talk about this a couple of times today. But we are doing a stream party this afternoon. We're going to be doing a celebration of... There, I can put it right there. A few things. We're celebrating hitting 3,000 followers, which is super flattering. Thank you so much to anybody who's followed me ever, but especially recently to help me hit that goal. And we're also celebrating that my stream hasn't crashed in over a month from the studio, like it was doing for about 6 months. So I think, I'm going to tentatively say that I think I've solved this crashing problem. And so we're going to celebrate that this afternoon. There's going to be giveaways. We're going to do a draw pile session going on. We're going to have maybe some games, maybe some Gartic Phone. I might do like subdoodles, I think. I kind of want to try subdoodles, so if that happens this afternoon, we'll do that. I know, don't jinx it, right? That's what we were talking about, Moat Shrimp. Like, if it crashes, You guys, seriously, if my stream crashes during the no crash celebration stream this afternoon, I will probably cry. Like, I'll be so frustrated. Oh, I hope that doesn't happen. How you doing, by the way, Mo Shrimp? Are you ever not getting jump scared? That is a good question. That is a good question. I'm not scared right now. But yeah, no, like most of my clips are me being jump scared in one way or another. Yeah, thanks, Eludin. We're calling it the Bring Your Own Pizza Party. So bring your own pizza. But we'll be having a Bring Your Own Pizza Party this afternoon. Oh, you posted a picture. Nice, nice. I'll take a peek. If you stop jump scaring, I'm unfollowing. Oh gosh, no pressure. Let's see. You say you can't linger, put on Linger by the Cranberries. Oh, nice. I haven't heard that song in a long time. Did I post on? Yes, I did. I think I posted there. Cool. All right, let's just close all these things so I can see what I am doing. There we go. Having a cozy time. Had 2 interviews. Oh, nice. Are you interviewing or are you the interviewee? How do I get my post onto Instagram, you guys? What do you guys do about Instagram? I am like at my wit's end. I really need to post there more. It's just the idea of posting on Instagram is stressful. It takes so much mental energy to just know that I'm gonna fight the algorithm if I interact in any way with that app. Oh, nice. That's exciting. Ungoy, are you gonna share? Draw with me. There we go. For anyone who's here, by the way, for the last stream party that we did, I just wanna clarify. I'm probably not gonna be doing the singing part. I know last time we hit 2K followers and I did like 2K bits I would sing in karaoke, but that was really scary. So just want to clear the air. I'm probably not going to be doing that for 3K bits or anything. But I am going to have some 3K themed redeems and stuff, so hopefully that'll be fun. Like, things will get lowered down to 3K, like the Draw Me Animal game, for example. And maybe some other stuff that I'll add temporarily. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Maybe if I ever decide to do a sketchathon for a die cut machine, I might bring that back. I will be willing to sing for a goal, perhaps, but just wanted to make sure that that was clear. I know, Neil, I know. I just listen. Were you here for the last one? It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Stage fright demon came back real hard when I did that before. So I don't know if I'm like emotionally prepared for that. You just think of Instagram as a little diary. That's true. I guess I should just stop putting so much weight on Instagram. It's just, I don't know. It's still, despite all of its flaws, it's still one of the like main ways to get found, at least in a lot of industry stuff. And I just, ugh. Is it like this? Oh, there we go. Okay. You're so hyped for Opera Stream. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have said anything. Opera Stream? Mushroom. No. We've never done that. I am not an opera singer. Although I did listen to a lot of Wicked musical OST last night. I literally woke up with Defying Gravity in my head over and over. Like it was just stuck there. Donkey riding stream. I don't even know if I have access. I don't have access to a donkey. I'm going. I forget why you're obsessed with being like riding a donkey or having a donkey involved in some way. Why is that a thing? I don't remember. Kasey Snellart presents The Sorcerer by W.S. Gilbert. Yeah, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to disappoint. You'll just have to make do with like the random humming that happens sometimes. I know it's not as fun, but I forget the Kasey lore. There's so much that you have invented, Uncle Boy. I'm not surprised. Okay. Love wing sections. If anyone needs reference for wings, I do have, like I said, a whole section on wing anatomy in the Pinterest. If you go to the avian section, type !ref if you need the link. I think it's also down below. But yeah, wings can be tough to get right. But try your best if you can, if you're new to drawing with reference. What you're trying to do is not worry about copying so much as studying, right? We're trying to remember what's our reason for drawing this. Am I trying to perfectly capture the exact same image, or am I trying to get better at drawing from imagination? For most people at least most people that I'm aware of that hang out here, it's the second one, that we want to get better at drawing from imagination, i.e. drawing our own characters, our own stories, whatever. And so if that's your goal, just try to think about it in shapes, right? So you can see I kind of blocked in the big shapes. I'm not really worried about specific details. What I'm worried about right now is proportion. It's like, did I get the proportion right? How is the anatomy looking? If I don't know enough about the anatomy, pull out some skeletal studies. I've drawn a lot of Birbs in my time, and so I feel pretty comfortable that I know what's happening with the wings and the feathers. But if you aren't really sure what you're looking at yet, you can get there just like anybody can. It's a skill set, so you just got to start those. Here, we didn't write our motto. What is wrong with me? I knew something was missing. Hold on. There's something missing, chat, from this page. Those who've been here before know what I'm talking about. But I forgot to write the all-important motto of the art gym, which is, let's get the bad drawings out. We always make our reference yelling this at us, motivationally, of course. So, wow, my handwriting is so bad today. Hold on. Okay, this feels better. Okay, that's not the best speech bubble I've ever drawn, but that's alright. Hey Volpez, how are you? It's good to see you. Random thunderstorm building. Oh, nice, Elodin. That sounds awesome. The rain is making you sleepy. That sounds great. I am the opposite of sleepy. I have too much caffeine in my system right now. Hey, E to the 2i Pi, aka Circle. How are you? It's good to see you. First time you visited, it was all about goats. First time you visited here? Oh, you were here. That was almost a year ago, Mo Shrimp. Was that your first stream? Was during the goat stickers that I was making? Hey, bots, how are you? It's good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. Hold on, I gotta finish this coffee or else it's gonna get too late here. Got like 10 minutes till 10. This is a lot. Coffee is so gross. Okay. You need to get your coffee going. Well, I hope you're able to. Busy working? No worries. Hey, thanks for the lurk and thanks for popping in to say hi. Great to have you. Okay. Drawing birds. That's what we're up to today, is drawing birds. For anybody, oops, hold on. We're drawing birds definitely on the right layer. Hold on, let me make a group. It's so weird working on one that doesn't have everything like already set up. Hiccups, sorry. Okay, Migratory Birbs. Boink, boink. That will help. I'm gonna be a jack of all trades. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. By the way, speaking of awesome artists here, sorry, I am so tired. I am not paying attention. Normally I like to give some shout outs, but oh, I'm bad about that today. You guys should go follow Claire. We might be doing a co-stream maybe later this month. That'll be super exciting. Claire's an awesome oil painter. If you want to go watch somebody handle some oil paints extremely well, go give Claire a follow. Thanks for hanging out, Claire. It's good to see you. I hope your Monday is going well. By the way, if I haven't said that. We have some other awesome streamers here in chat too. In fact, I think like half of chat streams. You guys should just all follow everybody, to be honest. Okay, I'm gonna paint this because there's a lot of texture going on, and I don't really want to draw it all. I want to do some color studies. I really enjoy doing color studies, and I really haven't been doing very many when I do these gym sessions. So I think I'm gonna try. Especially when it's like really complex like this. Sometimes it's easier to just like, for me anyway, easier to, of course, if you press the wrong stinking button. How do I get that? There we go. I like this this blurry sort of a brownish color. It's a really pretty fade. Timber, hey, oh my gosh, welcome in. How are you? So good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. How was your stream? Oh, you can't stay. That's okay. I appreciate it. Thank you for the raid and run. We'll make sure we get you a shout out so that people can go give you a follow. Let me see what you're up to here. Oh, thank you, Amaze. Doing some art. Well, if you guys want to go check out Timber's work, click that follow button. Welcome in raiders, by the way. You've raided into the art gem session. It's like a warm-up study session that we do every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday morning. My name's Kasey, by the way. I'm drawing. Today is Migratory Bird Day, so I'm doing some long-distance birbs this morning. But feel free to do whatever kind of study you'd like, or just hang out. Honestly, that's super nice and helpful too. But if you do want to participate, we do have a Discord. And there is a section called the Art Gym. You can share your studies as long as they're drawn from reference or observation of some kind. You can check those out, or post those there, I mean, and we'll share them at the end of stream. So it's kind of like a community draw-along session that we do in the mornings. And I don't know, I think it's a lot of fun. We do a variety of stuff, not always animals, sometimes people, sometimes objects, like we did vehicles and clothing last week. So it's just sort of like I'm trying to grow as an artist, and I'm inviting people who want to come and, you know, do an art workout with me. So if you want to start your day off, or, you know, start whatever time zone you're in off with some studies, feel free to hop in and join. I also, in the afternoons, I do kind of more long format, I guess, stuff. I do like my projects. Sorry, I've had a lot of caffeine this morning, so I'm a little scatterbrained. But this is the kind of stuff you can see me working on typically in the afternoons. This afternoon, actually at 4 p.m. is different. We're having a stream party. So if anybody wants to come back for the stream party, feel free to follow so you get that notification. Or you can join the Discord. There's a little event reminder up at the top of the channel section. But we're doing like giveaways and just kind of celebrating not having any crashes for the last month. And also hitting 3K followers. So hopefully there'll be some fun like 3K themed things too. And I don't know. Well, we're just going to have a little shindig. So if anybody wants to come back, you're all invited. Yeah, this is the kind of work that I tend to do on stream in the afternoons. So if you like watching digital illustrators, I also do some sculpting. Let's look at Harvey, because Harvey is the least fragile sculpture that I have nearby. So I do sculpting on the last stream of the month. We're actually working on a winged serpent. I worked on that last Wednesday, and we'll be working on that again at the end of the month. But I do sculpting and some painting and some traditional media streams every once in a while. So thanks for hanging out. Kasey will sing. No, Neil. Don't lie to the people now. I will not be singing an opera. Maybe if I ever do a die cut fundraiser, a die cut machine fundraiser, maybe I will do something like that again. But for anyone who was not here for the 2K, the 2K follower party, I thought it would be a good idea to try and offer for anybody who donated 2K bits at once, which is $20 basically, to help me buy my printer, which I was fundraising for at the time. I was like, I'll sing a karaoke song. And boy, did I get nervous. Oh my gosh, that was awful. It was not a good singing time. I felt really bad for everybody who had to endure that. So we will not be doing that. Maybe if I ever do another fundraiser, I might consider it. But man, that was intimidating. Anyway, I do this thing called Sea Slug Dragons too. If anybody likes creature design, I do that. I do that on the first Wednesday of the month. So we look at sea slugs, design dragons based off of them. It's a lot of fun. At least I think it's a lot of fun. If anybody wants my socials, here they are. And thanks again, Timber, for that raid. I really appreciate it. Okay. I think that's my raid spiel. Let's get back to some dokes. All these dragons. Oh, thank you, bots. Speaking of awesome artists here in chat, you guys should go follow Bots and Magic. Bots and Magic also streams here on Twitch and is an art streamer. Make sure you guys go check out Bots too. Which song was it? So I was doing Volpe. Is it Volps or what do you prefer? Volpes? Volp. I mean, I'm not sure how to pronounce your whole name. I'm sorry, but it was Disney karaoke because I figured my goal was like, oh, people know these songs. Maybe they'll sing with me, and then no one can hear me, and that didn't really work. Okay, like the box. Okay, cool. That's what I figured, but just wanted to make sure. Oh yeah, of course, Bots. Bots is a real pro at streaming. Bots knows how to do subathons. I was trying to take notes. I think I just don't do enough like drawings on screen for things like that. I don't know. I don't think that would work for me. But I hope your subathon went well the other day. I would love honestly more emotes. I think that's the main benefit, I think, that has me kind of interested in partner or in like doing a subathon. It's like I just want more emotes. I have this whole list. I've got like 20 emotes I want to make. And I've only got I think 5 slots available right now, and they're all animated. And I don't have time right now to animate. But I'd love to do more sometime. Usually people find a wild way to say it. Voloops. No, I am familiar just enough with scientific names of animals to know what you were referencing, but my problem is I've always read stuff and I've not ever heard it pronounced, so I'm a little insecure about my pronunciation on things. I'm pretty sure I've like wildly mispronounced stuff. In fact, no, I know I have for various things throughout my life. So like for a very long time, I think we've talked about this on stream before. If anybody else has an embarrassing pronunciation story, feel free to share to make me feel better. But until I was much older than I should have been, I pronounced it chasm instead of chasm because I would read that in books and I've never heard anyone say the word chasm. And then there's like some instances where I just literally thought words were two different words that meant the same thing because, you know, English. So I also did not realize that subtle and subtle were the same word because I thought they were just two words that meant the same thing. But there's a B in subtle, obviously, and I had read it and I knew what it meant from context, but I didn't know that subtle, and I thought they were two words. For both of those things happened for way too long in my life. So anyway, I try, but I'm not a pro. Let's see. What did I accidentally click something? What was that pop-up? Something weird just popped up. Oh, Miss Caprikel, I saw, if you're still here, I see the pictures you posted about the birds. What kind of birds are these? Orioles? Oh, they're so pretty. Oh my gosh, there's so many too. Wow, they look like little corvids. Are Orioles and corvids in the same group? Speaking of awesome artists, you guys should also follow a brand new art streamer here on Twitch. If you guys didn't know, Miss Caprikel is now streaming and doing awesome like watercolor images. Lovely, lovely work. Highly recommend. I lurk when I can. I lurk on a lot of people when I can. I'm not always able to hop into chat because I know I get distracted in chat. But it's been really fun watching you work on your art, Miss Capricorn, and I hope you keep going. I hope you're having fun with it. It seems like you are. But it does lovely stuff here. And is a wonderful friend of the channel as well. Let's see. You have one, Sloppy? Oh, do tell. Do tell. Please. Make me feel better. Oh, shoot. I forgot to do something. Hold on. Got something weird happening on my computer. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Oh no. Guys, I have some PTSD from my stream crashing, I think. My heart just sank because I thought my stream was crashing. But it did not. It looks like we're good. Wait, am I in the wrong? Oh, that's right. Let's just get rid of that. Okay, there we go. Fixed it. Okay. One time you were playing Left 4 Dead, age 11, made a call out to throw a Molotov. You said Mazel Tov. Hey, that's pretty funny though. Mazel Tov. Mazel Tov cocktail. Amazing. It's a pretty grim way to call it unintentionally, but it's pretty funny. I don't totally disapprove of this. Let's move on to the next one, I think. We're just gonna do this rough. Your mom remembers it and messages you to relive the memory. That's funny. Oh my gosh, nothing like being called out by your mom. Okay, let's move on to the next bird. I want to do this little sandhill crane down here. If anyone else has some cool migratory birds in your area that you think would be fun to draw, let me know. Sandhill cranes are cool. This is kind of a small picture of sandhill cranes. That's okay. I'm so nervous that my studio stream will crash. Should probably have eaten breakfast. I'm doing the thing where I forget which direction the wing feathers go again. A little annoying. There we go. There we go. We got it. We got it. Just Canadian geese. Oh my goodness. Hey, Nerd, do we know? How you doing? We gave you a shout out earlier. We were chatting about you. How's the space? Did you guys know? There's a space scientist here on Twitch. In chat right now. SciComm celebrity in my stream. Thanks for dropping by, Arduino. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, on top, the overlapping edges point away from the body. Oh, I see what you're saying. That's a good way to think of it, yeah. I had to like visualize that for a second. I don't know if I'm just tired or if my brain is slow. Possibly both. That's a good way to think about it too. You don't get that many cool migratory birds. I think so. I mean, I looked it up and I didn't realize how many songbirds are actually migratory, so you might get more than you think. Apparently crows are a migratory bird, for example. I guess it depends on how you define migratory. Oh, whoops, we have an ad break. I just noticed. I'm so sorry. Normally I do a little preamble to warn everybody about the ad break, but we do stretches during the ad breaks here, so if anyone can hear me, that's all you're missing is stretches. If anybody wants to join me in stretching, feel free. If you can hear the sound of my voice, this is our friendly reminder to, to stretch once an hour. So we do 180 seconds of ads so that we can stretch together, get up and walk around if you need to, and it also eliminates pre-roll ads so that people don't have to sit through ads whenever they come say hi to the stream. So thank you to anybody who's sitting through that. Your favorite migratory bird for your area is the northern gannet. Oh. Wait, I think I know what are gannets, those are water birds, right? Plunge like that. Yeah, I'll have to look those up. A Z-list celebrity? Psh, whatever. That's not true. Hey Dan the BC man, go have fun painting sunflowers if you're painting. Planting is what I meant to say. Oh, my lack of sleep and caffeine is showing. Let's stretch. If anybody can hear me, feel free to join. What I like to do is unshrimp myself first. That's actually my favorite stretch, more and more. I've noticed it helps so much with posture. I'm really trying, you guys. If you'd like to do it with me, basically you're unshrimping, you're taking your hunched posture like this, and you're arching that back, right? You're kind of like over-correcting your hunch, your shrimpage, by making a C shape with your back. So I'm gonna push my shoulder blades together, arch my back, and hold for about 20 seconds. Mo Shrimp, this is not a this is not a critique of you. I promise. I apologize to all the shrimp I'm offending. It's not intended negatively. It's just a Twitch term, you know? But push your shoulder blades together and hold for about 20 seconds. I usually watch the ad timer on this. And just kind of really try and push those shoulders, like I'll try to make them touch. And what you're doing is you're like keeping them flexed. You're like really like activating those muscles. You're not just holding your shoulder blades together, but you're actively pushing and actively holding. Like with like a flex. I don't know how to describe it. It's a weird place to flex. But anyway, after 20 seconds, you're just going to relax. So you just drop the arch in your back. But what this does is it takes you from this to this to this, right? So you've just relaxed your overarch, basically. And I try to do that or some shoulder rolls every time I notice myself kind of hunching or my shoulders kind of coming forward. I have a bad habit of being a side sleeper, and so I tend to sleep like kind of curled up like this. And that's just not very good for posture. So I'm trying to fix that as I sleep. Sometimes it works better than others. Last night it worked pretty well because I went to bed so late. I just passed out and stayed in one position, so that was helpful. But anyway, we do that during the ad breaks here. We're also going to do some quick carpal tunnel stretches. We've only got a few seconds left, but I also need to do these more often. So feel free to join. But that's all we do during ad breaks, and we should be back now. Sorry to anybody who had to sit through those ads, but thank you in advance if you did. It does support the stream. I really appreciate it. Okay. Continuing on with the sandhill crane. And for anyone who is drawing along, if you wanted to share your studies, keep in mind that we do a show and tell at the end of stream. If you'd like to be a part of that, just join the Discord, drop your images in the Art Share channel. Or excuse me, the Art Gem channel. Because that's what this is the Art Gem. See, it's right up there. Or you can post, a link in chat or on Blue Sky, whatever is easiest for your situation is fine. But we'll share that on stream. And then this afternoon, speaking of art shares, for those who missed it, we're actually doing a combined stream party this afternoon and the monthly art showcase. So we have a bunch of stuff happening this afternoon. If you want to come back at 4 p.m., we'll be doing giveaways, we'll be doing the showcase, we'll be doing draw pile, all kinds of stuff. So it should be a fun time, hopefully. We are celebrating no stream crashes for a month in the studio. And I swear, if my stream crashes, I'm going to be very unhappy. Better not do that to me. Computer, do you hear me? We're on good terms now. We've moved past it. I hope. But anyway, come back for that if you'd like. Red Bull gives you wings only if it ain't frozen. Wait, you can freeze it? I've never had a Red Bull. I had some coffee this morning, and I don't normally drink that much caffeine, so I do have a few jitters right now. Probably because I haven't eaten. I just had coffee, so not healthy. Would not recommend. Do not emulate me. It's okay. I have a ton of food in my fridge. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Yeah, we're going to be doing the show and tell, if I didn't say that already, for the art gym. We'll be doing that in about half an hour. So you have about a half an hour left if you would like to join in. Feel free to do so. Red Bull tastes funny to you, but you drink sugar-free Monsters. Huh. Never had a Monster either. I've had Zoa. Does anybody know what those are? They're like energy teas. They use like a lot of like green tea, B vitamin type. It's like one of those like quote-unquote healthier caffeinated energy drinks, but I don't think any of them are really great for you. Like, I don't tend to do a lot of caffeine, but every once in a while, like today, when I didn't go to bed till 1:30 and did not realize how late it was, like, oh my gosh, I've got to get to sleep. I knew this morning was going to be a struggle, so I went ahead and grabbed a coffee. It's not very good, to be honest. I think it's a little old. You're not doing a bird? That's okay. You're currently drawing an Emmer Falcon. Ooh, nice. Wings are kind of problematic, yeah. If anyone needs help with wings, I do have an entire reference board dedicated to birds. If you click that link, Pinterest board. Let me find the link for you. Yeah, if you open that link, it'll take you here. I know it's kind of overwhelming, but if you just go down to, I try to have the picture that's really big, make it really obvious what's in there. The avian section, so obviously birds. This is modern dinosaurs, so I have a separate folder for prehistoric theropods. But if you go to anatomy, there's a ton of wing study reference here. There's like ventral and dorsal views. I try to do an okay job of like putting stuff in here that's helpful. If you go toward the bottom, you'll find a ton of like actual wing anatomy references like that one. Highly recommend this one and this one. These are probably my favorite too. Here at the very bottom, that's why they're pinned first. But yeah, if anyone wants this, if you're having trouble finding that in the Pinterest board, just click that link in the chat. You're up late too? Oh gosh, no, not everybody is up late. Watson, oh my gosh, okay. We have a Draw Me an Animal redeem. Let me save this. That is how you say that, right, Watson? I do have a Draw Me an Animal folder, I think, here. Or, I mean, doodle page, I thought. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. There we go. It's very old. But let's go ahead and make a new one. So this is a game, if you haven't been here before. This is a game you can play every 30 minutes here. This game will be lowered in cost to 3K points this afternoon during the party. So we might play it. And I may increase the frequency it can be played too. We'll see. But basically what I do is I try my best to draw this without reference. Well, I don't try my best. I don't look at reference. So all I have for this is the hint that's the name of the animal, and I'll just do my best to draw what I think it looks like. Feel free to look it up yourself if you'd like to, but for myself, I will not be looking up any references. I'll just be drawing from my memory. See if I can remember what these guys look like. And I have 5 minutes to do so. So it is 10:16. I think Watson, they're like a tropical bird, I'm pretty sure. I want to say they're like the only vegetarian bird. They're kind of wild and dinosaur-y looking. Very, very ancient looking animal. And they have little wing spurs. They have like claws, like clawed wings. They're very cool. Apparently they, well, we'll talk about them more after. I feel like they also kind of look like a phoenix a little bit. They're pretty neat birds if you've never seen one before. But I don't exactly remember how they look, so this is just going to be an approximation, and then we'll learn about it together in about 4 minutes. So very dinosaur-y birbs, though. Remember exactly what their body structure looks like. Probably should have done wings down instead of up. I can't remember if they have a back claw like that or not. I don't remember. We'll find out. We'll find out. Just say. Alright, I'm gonna color it. I remember them being kind of a reddish color. So we'll go with like Phoenix Red. Zushi, you can try to draw along if you want. If anybody wants to play along and try and draw what you think the animal is, feel free to do that and, you know, just giggle along with me. But most people, I think, like to look up the animal while I'm drawing and then just see how close I'm getting, because I don't... Sometimes it's wildly off, and sometimes it's a little closer than others. This one I feel a little more confident on, because Watsons are pretty cool. Yeah. They're a very distinctive bird. Once you learn about them, they're kind of hard to forget about. Plus the name is really distinctive, too. I feel like so often birds get really confusing names, or they get named after people, and you're just like, I can't remember what you look like. I want to say they're South American bird, but I don't know exactly. What are we on for time? I got 3 more minutes. Okay. No, actually, I've got 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. I don't remember what your wings look like, so we're just making it up as we go along. Sorry. Sometimes when I'm tired, I just sing songs about what I'm doing. Does anyone else do that? Hopefully. I don't remember what you look like, Burb. Don't remember these colors at all. I feel like there's red, but I can't remember anything else. So... probably some red here, maybe. Do some, like, yellow legs. Yellowish legs. Little claw. Little wing claw. I feel like they have grayish beaks for some reason. Why do I feel that way? I could be very wrong, but I'm gonna make a gray beak. They're probably yellowish. Maybe they're both. Maybe I'll do a little bit of yellow too. I don't know. I don't remember at all. Okay, that's I've got 1 more minute, but I don't know what else to add. I'm gonna put some like leaves around them because I know that they are vegetarian birds. At least I'm pretty sure these are the vegetarian birds. If not, we're about to learn. But I'm pretty sure these are the birds that are like the only bird that eats plants exclusively for their diet. Like there are birds that eat plants like grasses and stuff, but most of them are like omnivores, so they'll eat plants and bugs and things. These guys just eat plants. Give them a little leaf there. Like eating leaves. It's like the worst tree I've ever drawn. What is wrong with me? There. There's his lunch. Let's learn about him. Look at all those chickens. Hey, Yanni, how are you? Let's see. How much does it cost Santa to park his sleigh? Nothing, it's on the house. Oh my gosh, it's loading in. Did nobody cheese you? Don't worry, I got you. You have been cheesed. One time in 8th grade, you were out sick, and the next day in math class, you tried to answer a question about a topic that had been learned on your sick day to demonstrate that I got it, even though I missed that class. I got the answer right, but I pronounced the word reciprocal as reciprocal. Oh no, sloppy. And everyone laughed, teacher included. It was terrible and was the last time voluntarily. Oh no, you man, that stuff is so traumatic though. That kind of like public embarrassment stuff is so traumatic when you're in middle school. I understand, especially like, yeah, anything between like 5th, well, really any grade after 5th, 4th, or well, any grade really, but like especially when you're like a preteen and a teenager, that stuff is just so social anxiety inducing for sure. Reciprocal. Oh, listen, you tried. You tried. Okay, so I got the colors slightly wrong, but I got the animal. This is the animal. I was thinking, it's like, look how phoenixy these things look. I do remember the red. I think I overdid it on the red because of the wings. It looks like from the outside they're a little less red, a little more yellow. Put the yellow on the wings instead of on the neck. So I got some stuff mixed around. I forgot they had little white stripes too, but you know, the crest feathers are there. The beak is like a grayish yellow, so I'm gonna say I got that. The feet are gray. Shoot. But I did get the little tail stripes. It just made them the wrong color. So you know what? I'm gonna say I got like an 80% on this one. But let's learn about the Watson together for a little bit, and then we'll get back to the studies. This is just, like I said, a little Draw Me an Animal game. We play this. Why did you change from dark? I always put it back on dark. The Watson. Look at this thing. It's so cool. It is a species of tropical bird found in swamps, riparian, is that how you say it? Forests and mangroves of the Amazon in South America. It's the only extant species of its genus. It's taxonomically uncertain. But I believe, see, you can see these little wing spurs here. Do you guys see those? That's called a wing spur, or a wing claw. They're very pronounced in this bird. Because even when they're babies, I believe this is the species that uses them to, like, climb trees and stuff. Let's learn. Let's learn. Trying to find the part that talks about the, Oh, here we go. Young wing claws. There's a whole section. Watson chicks have 2 claws on each wing. Immediately after hatching, they use these claws and their oversized feet to scramble around the tree branches without falling into the water. There you go. But yeah, they eat plants. Behavior, feeding habits. The Watson is a folivore. It eats the leaves and to a lesser degree the fruits and flowers of the plants that grow in its marshy habitat. And that's all it eats. The Watson uses a leathery bump on the bottom of its crop to help balance its weight on branches. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Species once thought to eat the leaves only of certain trees, but it's known to consume leaves of more than 50 species. Very cool. The diet is 82% leaves, 10% flowers, and 8% fruits. Any feeding on insects or animal matter is purely opportunistic or accidental. Like, it just eats them if it's on the plant. Like, it's not paying attention. But it's interesting because, yeah, it's a ruminant bird. So it has, basically, it chews the cud. Oh, it does not chew the cud, sorry. But it is a ruminant. And I think that's pretty cool. So basically it just means it's like fermenting. It's fermenting what it's eating. Watson has an unusually large crop that does this job instead of having the separate like ruminations like chamber essentially. Anyway, they're really cool. Are they endangered? Let's check. Hopefully not. Oh, good. Least concern. You guys, we love to see it. Listen, claps. We love a least concern for a conservation species, especially an animal this cool. So if you want to learn more about the Watson, here's a link. Feel free to learn about it. I think they're pretty neat. So thank you for that Draw Me an Animal, Nilf. I appreciate that. Let me get that cleared. And also, uh-oh. Did I freeze it? Oh, jeez. Oh, there it goes. Oh, gosh, it freaks me out when it does that. I do not like it. Oh, and we have a gratitude jar that I forgot to do from Mayor of Canada. So let me do that really fast. Thank you, Neil, for that. For anyone who hasn't been here for a gratitude jar, I actually have one in mind already. It's a little bit personal, so I'm not going to announce it on stream. But I got to spend some time with a friend who's going through a hard time on Saturday. So I think that's going to be my gratitude jar for let's see, backdate to Saturday. Today's the 5th. Yesterday's the 4th, so that would have been the 3rd. So I'm going to put, basically spent time with this friend and had a good chat. There we go. That is my gratitude jar. So, sorry that I forgot to do that, Mayor of Canada, but I thank you for helping me fill my gratitude jar. I'm going to check that one off too. Okay. I think we're all caught up. Let's get back to the studies. Oversized feet is terribly rude. Their feet are lovely and just the right size. Is that what it says on Wikipedia? I missed it. Later I'm going to redeem an animal that you probably know, but I saw one yesterday and it just seems very Kasey awesome. That's okay. Mispronouncing words shows you learned it by reading, which should always be praised. That's fair. That's fair. That's a much more positive way to do it, to think about it, for sure. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Sloppy. I didn't mean to make you relive a traumatic moment. I totally understand if it makes you feel any better. Lamos were just mad I was smart enough to understand a concept at a glance when they had to sit through a whole class. That's right, Sloppy Salamander. Exactly. Speaking of other awesome streamers you guys should follow, make sure you follow Raycodactylus, especially if you are into watching games and speedrunners, and also SciComm. He does it all. Talks about behavioral science, specifically why people believe weird things, like the psychology of conspiracy theories, and why conspiracy theorists, I guess, specifically. Very interesting topics always over there. Reiko, do you still do mostly Wednesday? If you're still here, please don't let me call you out of work. But I think typically it's mostly Wednesdays that SciComm happens, but please correct me if I'm wrong. Hey Rue, how are you? It's good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. So far only on Wednesdays. Okay, thank you. I'm glad I didn't get that wrong. Let's do another migratory bird. Yeah, of course, of course. Let's see. I'm gonna click the hold on. That was not supposed to pop up on screen. Let's see. We have all kinds of migratory birds. Which one do I want to draw? Ooh, ospreys. Ospreys are cool. I didn't realize they were migratory. Let's do an osprey. I love an osprey. Copy. Get that into this program so that we know. What's going on? Oh, Rue. Rue, thank you so much. Seriously, I really, really appreciate that support. Thank you so much for 9 months of subs. Has it really been that long? Oh my gosh, Rue, you're amazing. Seriously, thank you. I hope you enjoyed your alien baby. Let's see. Being pressured and bullied into doing more of them. Gosh, I wouldn't know anything about being pressured on stream. Cough, cough. Partner pool, cough, cough. You love the baby? I'm glad. Twitch baby. The screaming, speaking of conspiracy theorists, screaming UFO baby just there on screen. If you sub to the channel, you get to see the UFO baby. It's the one and only GIF I've ever made. GIF? Choose your pronunciation, speaking of pronunciation difficulties. Poosh, yes, the poosh indeed. You guys, I don't know. I feel like if I ever make it to like closer to 60, so we hit, I think last month we made it to an average of 50 viewers, but I've not made it to an average of, like when I say an average, I mean like not just one stream that hits that 60 viewers, because we did do that, but like the overall monthly average, I just think it needs to be a little higher before I really try. So it is climbing, so thank you to everybody who's lurking and helping me believe that that might be possible, but I just feel like until it's more naturally close to that edge, that I don't know that I feel really comfortable doing a push, to be honest. I don't know. It makes me a little nervous. Not just a little, it makes me a lot nervous to try and, I don't know, like ask people to come hang out just to do that for like 2 months, I think is what you have to have, like an average of 75, I think it is. Or maybe you just need, actually I should probably look into this, maybe you just need a certain number of streams to hit 75 average viewers in a 2-month period. Is that how you do it? Or do you have to hit an average for 2 months of 75 viewers? I actually don't know. But either way, it feels like a lot. Just dropped in to say hi. Hey, Sharing. Thank you so much for coming in, and thank you so much for leaving that lurk. I really appreciate that. Average across the whole time span. That's what I thought. Yeah, it has to be like a 2 or 3 month average of 75 viewers, and I'm just nowhere near that. So I feel like if I ever hit a monthly average of 60, then I'll feel like I'm close enough. Like being 15-ish views away feels close enough to maybe try, but I just don't think I'm there. It'll be a while. Yeah. Well, you say no rush, but Rue, there are some people who would like me to rush. Sharing. Oh my goodness. Seriously, that is so sweet. Thank you so much for the support. Ow. Ouch, I just whacked my mic. Thank you for the 8 months, and I hope you enjoyed your alien baby. Excuse me. Yeah, it'll be a while. I don't know about this whole, like asking people to come hang out with me intentionally feels so strange. At least not until I'm a little closer, maybe. Oh, we have a hype train going. What the heck? Oh my goodness, sharing. Thank you. Seriously. Hey Zephyr, how are you? Can't be in for long, but you're finally able to hop in for a morning stream. That's awesome. Well, welcome in, welcome in. I am about to draw an osprey. I'm trying to find a good picture of one. Ospreys are really cool fishing birds. Sharing, you're being so sweet. Thank you. Just because. Far too kind, far too kind. Yeah, you shouldn't ask. Demand. No, I am not bold enough to demand anything, frankly. Much less demand people come hang out with me. I'm just flattered anyone is here ever, honestly. It's very baffling to me when I look at people and I'm like, holy cow, there's people in here and we have a hype train. I'm like, what is going on? It's just, I'm not, over a decade of very much the opposite of that happening for me on the internet. So I really appreciate it. You didn't start nudging until it was like 75 years. Yeah, thank you. So thank you, Cup of Joe. Also, hi. Speaking of awesome artists, you guys should go follow. You found me on YouTube? Did you really? Volps? Oh my gosh, Volpez. Holy cow, I think that you might be the first person that has found me through YouTube. What's happening right now, Neil? Oh my gosh. Thank you for pushing the hype train past level 1, I think. Thank you, Neil. That was really, really sweet. Oh, we're on level 2 now. Is that how that works? My goodness, my goodness. Volps, thank you so much for finding me on YouTube and actually clicking. I always wonder if anybody, like, I have so few. Like, for anyone who doesn't know, I do have a YouTube channel. I'm literally just exporting my art stream VODs. So if you want a daily art stream warm-up, check it out over on YouTube. Eventually, when we catch up to to current time, I'm gonna start cross streaming on YouTube and Twitch for Art Gym. So eventually, we'll be caught up to real time. But for right now, we're back posting, and it's gonna go through June at this point before we get caught up. You found me through YouTube also? What? Oh my gosh, I'm so flattered right now. You guys are like making my morning. That's amazing. I get like 10 views per video on YouTube, so like I'm shocked. I don't even know how you guys found that, but thank you so much for like not only checking out the YouTube channel, but then like clicking through and coming over to Twitch. Like that really means a lot to both of you, to anyone who's lurking or listening later or watching a VOD on YouTube. Seriously, that means more than I even know how to say. Like, yeah, right? I know, Joe. That's so flattering. It was my study video from New Year's. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Well, thank you. Oh my goodness. I'm so flattered right now. If anybody wants to follow me on YouTube, the link is in the chat there. Right now, it's mostly VODs. There's a couple, mostly, yeah, stream VODs. There's a couple of special videos I've made just for YouTube that are over there. Like speed paints and stuff. Hopefully I'll be able to do more of those in the future, but I'm extremely flattered. Thank you. Because you love the flavor text, I'm glad. Found you through the newspaper headline, local loon starts an art stream. Yeah, that sounds pretty accurate. Also, hi, Mayor of Canada. Thank you. Holy cow. Yeah, sharing, we're having a party. We're having a party this afternoon. In fact, anybody who just popped in, we are having a yay, my stream didn't crash for a whole month party at the end of the day today at 4 p.m. So we're going to be doing the monthly art showcase. We'll be doing some giveaways. We'll be doing games. Will there be puzzles? We could do a puzzle, absolutely. We're gonna have a lot of stuff going on this afternoon stream. So there's gonna be like all sorts of stuff. I'll be doing like subdoodles, trying that out for the first time. I'll talk more about that later. We'll see if I might mess it up. But anyway, thank you all for hanging out. And if anybody wants to be notified when that happens, you can join my Discord. I have an event for it up at the top, like in the channel. Oh shoot, what did I do just now? What am I trying to say? I want to download that image. No, I just want to post it. Why is everything breaking? You trying your best to get some YouTube. It's so much, Joe. I know. Like I would love to do more with YouTube. I actually really like doing like I don't know what you call it. Do you call it an animatic or do you just call it like a storyboard? Like animated storyboard? I'm not sure, but I used to do those in college just for fun, and I'd love to do more of those like just like fun little like quote unquote animate or animatic a little story of my life, or like something from my life, or like just a funny thing that happened, or like little mini music videos or something. Like that was always really fun in college, and I'd love to. It's an animatic. Okay, cool. Yeah, I used to do those for fun. I was actually looking at one that I made in college last night when I was on my sugar-induced up too late deep dive into everything ever. But it made me really miss it. So hopefully eventually I'll have stuff like that on YouTube too. That's kind of the long-term goal. But thank you guys for the level 2 hype train. I super appreciate it. Oh, do you like the Discord? I appreciate hearing that feedback, actually, Vulpus. Thank you. What was I doing? There was something else I was about to do, and I totally missed it. But in the meantime, while I can't remember, you guys should also go check out Cup of Joe if you aren't already. Incredible artist here on Twitch. Amazing pixel art. And hopefully I will be able to do any pixels someday. Someday soon. One of many goals. In fact, this afternoon, since somebody was joking that we can call it a bring your own pizza party for this afternoon's stream, I was thinking about making a little pixel pizza emote or something. If I don't have time to do it between streams, I may just do it on stream. But I thought it'd be kind of funny just to have like a temporary party emote or something. We'll see. And I thought about doing it in pixels, but I don't know if I'm brave enough to try, frankly. I think that might take too long, and seeing as I'm already exhausted and easily distracted, we'll see. We'll see. A ruby sea dragon. Oh no! Oh gosh. Okay, man. I may only get to 2 studies today. We did a prediction at the start of stream. Those were really fun last week, and I think I'm gonna start doing predictions at the start of my streams just because I don't know, it's fun, something to do with channel points. And I did a prediction of how many studies I'm gonna get to today. So far we're at 2. We'll see if I get another one. Oh, thank you. I got an emote. I got whatever this is. Well, there we are. Thank you guys for that hype train. I super appreciate it. Okay, a ruby sea dragon. And we will talk soon on some pixels, yes. No, I get it. And I hope I'm not, please don't feel rushed. I hope I'm not making you feel like you have to or anything, like, but yeah. It'd be fun. Let's see. Okay. So the way Draw Me an Animal works, 28 by 28 is a lot less daunting. Okay, that's good. That's a good tip. Maybe I'll look into that. I have Asprite. I wonder if Asprite has a license for 2 devices or if it's only 1. I have Asprite on my home computer. I probably should have downloaded that here. Let's look into that. Okay, the animal is the ruby sea dragon. I think I know what this is. But feel free to look it up yourselves, chat. And I'm going to draw. I have 5 minutes to draw what I think this looks like. Ruby sea dragon. I think it's a type of seahorse. I'm trying to remember if I remember the details of what they look like. I feel like I actually drew something inspired by this for a mermaid years ago. Okay, I have 5 minutes. Let's see, it's 10:40, so I have until 10:45. I just don't know if I remember exactly what they look like. And if I could be thinking about absolutely the wrong animal too. But I want to say it's like one of these deals where it's just like kind of like the leafy sea dragon, you know, but ruby. I don't know if I remember what their tails look like. Do they go this way? We're gonna find out. These are all hypothetical questions I'm asking, chat. Please don't tell me. The only rule for the Draw Me an Animal game is please don't give me hints in chat, but feel free to look it up yourself. It just makes it more fun if I have to like try and remember. Gosh, I'm trying to like picture what a leafy sea dragon looks like, but like scale it down and try to remember the ruby one. How do their tails? I can almost picture it in my head, but it's like there's like this gray area at the end. Like what is it? Is it this? Do they have long tail? Oh my gosh, why can't I remember this? I don't know. We're just gonna make some kind of wiggly wobbly thing. Okay. So I only have 5 minutes, so I can't spend too much time. It's a very like, here's my impression of this animal type of a challenge. And I think these are the ones that are like red and purple and some orange. And I'll show you guys the image I made based on one, if it's the right animal. It may not be. Oh, I forgot to do the other little spine thingy. I may be totally wrong here and thinking about the wrong creature. Gonna tell all the world that I love you. Oh, good to know, Joe. Yeah, again, no rush. I'm just glad that my studio's streams are able to not crash now. In theory, anyway. They haven't done it in a month, which is part of why we're having a party this afternoon. So here's hoping it doesn't, you know, just have the ultimate gotcha moment and crash during my party about no crashes. But hopefully this means I can attempt some streams again. We'll see if it crashes during stream together. That will be the next challenge, the next hurdle to overcome, because it did happen a couple of times when I was streaming with Easel. I felt really bad about it, and it was really frustrating. So, we'll see. One thing at a time. But I'm excited to try anyway. I do not remember what these look like. Oh my gosh, it's driving me crazy. I think they're like got these like purpley pinky thingies on them, like bluey purpley pink. I don't know. It's definitely like a spectrum critter. I know, don't jinx myself, right? That's true. That's true. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just putting it out there that I'm aware. I'm aware that this could happen, because I have to like set myself up for the disappointment if it happens. Otherwise, I'll be even more sad. So if I just like in my mind like considering the possibility, it maybe like lessens the sting just a little. It's like a tiny bit, you know. Why do I feel like they have this like blue one too? I don't know. I'm probably thinking about the wrong animal, to be honest, but I think if I'm not totally off the mark here, I think that this is pretty much the ruby sea dragon, maybe. So let's look it up. Wait, no. Save. I've got just a few seconds, so I'm just gonna do some bubbles, but I don't really know what else to add to this guy. It's obviously a seahorsey type critter. I want to say this is. Oh wait, they have like really big bellies. Shoot, I made it too skinny. Do I have time to fix this? Find the right layer. I feel like they have bigger bellies than this, and I just totally forgot. Anyway, that's not totally accurate, but I'm out of time, so we're just gonna go look it up and hope for the best. Alright, there's my ruby sea dragon. Let's best shaped fish in the sea. Yeah, they're pretty good. If I'm thinking of the right thing. I could be totally off base though. Let's see. Ruby sea dragon. No! I got it, well, sort of. I think it's in the same family, but I definitely am drawing the wrong one. These ones are way thinner and have a much longer face. So I didn't really get this one, I don't think. I got the slightly chunkier belly, but ruby sea dragon. Oh, I mean, kinda got it, but this one seems different than this one. So this might be a new subspecies of sea dragon, maybe? It looks like this is the one you were thinking of. So it is, like I was saying, that kind of like seahorsey type critter. Oh, I was thinking of the leafy sea dragon. No? What was I thinking of? This one? The weedy sea dragon, I think, is the one I was thinking of. Yeah. Yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. One that's got like purples and reds and stuff. Yeah, here it is. Common sea dragon. Okay, let's learn about the one that we were actually told to draw, though, which is the ruby sea dragon, which I did not get. So I'm gonna say I'm pretty far off there. I'm gonna say I got like 50%. I knew that it was a type of like this sea dragon, like seahorse creature, and I kind of got some colors, but that's it. It is a marine fish in this family, which includes seahorses. It inhabits Western Australia. First described in 2015. Oh, it's relatively new. Only the third known species of sea dragon, and the first to be discovered in 150 years. Wow, that's really cool, actually. A specimen found on shore in 2007 was 9 inches long. Very cool. In 2016, researchers used an underwater camera to film a video of a live specimen. First time, publishing their findings in January. Confirmed the sea dragon has stumpy lobes rather than the longer, common, or elaborate leafy lobes, which is what I drew. Common, yeah. I think the common sea dragon, this is the one I was thinking of. It's got that reddish color. Based on records, many assume that the ruby sea dragon normally lives at depths beyond normal scuba range. which may explain why it was undiscovered for so long. It was found more often offshore and deeper waters, which makes sense why it's less flashy, because it would be darker down there. So it's just like a deeper sea dragon. Look how long that face is, you guys. What a face. And it's so crazy that these are, yeah, leafy sea dragons are cool. It's so crazy that it's just like a type of fish. They're just such a strange fish. They have a prehensile tail, which means it can use its tail to hold onto and manipulate objects. Other species of sea dragon do not have this type of tail. Oh. So in this case, I should have done the curly tail that I started with at first. So yeah, I kind of messed this one up. Because these ones just have ornamental tails. Yeah. Well, there you are, guys. If you want to learn more about the ruby sea dragon, here you go. This is a relatively new species. Well, yeah, but I mean, compared to like most species that we've known about for like hundreds of years, I feel like anything discovered in the last like 50 years feels pretty like newer, I would say, for animals. It is a good shape for sure. That moment when you pick up a regular pen, yeah. Oh no, I hope you didn't draw on your tablet with a pencil. But thank you. Hey, Miss Art Rules, how are you? That was the Draw Me an Animal. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get through. Oh no, it's already 10:48. Okay, I'm gonna do like a really, really fast like pencil study of this osprey, and then we're gonna get into the stuff that you guys drew. So if you have any studies, specifically stuff drawn from reference or observation, that you want to share in the art gem section. If it is not from reference or observation, if it is drawn from imagination, it should go somewhere else. Just want to clarify. Just because I know we got some new folks in chat, but if you would like to share that, you've got about 5 minutes to drop that either in chat, on the Blue Sky post, or in the Discord. Those are kind of the options at the moment. I guess you could post on Twitter too. Just let me know, because I don't tend to check Twitter. I tend to post on Twitter and then just run away. So, yeah. Pretty much the only thing I'm posting on Twitter is stream announcements. So if anybody is following me there, just know that is all you will see. Why is my eraser side of this not working? There we go. Okay. Also, don't throw your tablet pen. That's a good way to break it. Just FYI, in case you were thinking about throwing your tablet pen, don't. We're gonna blame that on the caffeine jitters. Yeah, highly recommended not to do that, yeah. Okay, so again, I'm just drawing the big shapes. If you are new to doing studies from observation, I always recommend doing big shapes first. Try and get your proportions right before you get into the details. Getting into the details too quickly is a really good way to realize later on in the drawing that you have some perspective or proportion problems. So check for your big shapes. Like, break it down into, like, you know, rib cage, head, you know, hips. They would be here in this bird. Look at some skeletal references if you're able to. And please don't rush, you know, like, get what you need to out of these studies. We do these art gem streams every single Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So you have time, you know, just share it for tomorrow. So basically what we'll do is we will look at everything that is in the art gem section eventually. As long as it's a study from observation, or like a tutorial or something that's like a foundational practice. That's just kind of the whole point. Oops. I just drew on the osprey, so that's cool. Apparently I'm on the same layer as that image. Well, that osprey has a big circle on its face now, so that's cool. You have a lot of perspective problems. Oh gosh. Rico. No, you don't. Hold on, I gotta cover up my reference because I messed it up with a stupid circle. There we go. Okay, let's try this again. Let's maybe not do that. Everything takes so long because I am a bumbler. Okie doke. Let's try that one more time. Yeah, that moment when that happens at least once a stream. That's why we have a layer command here. You can always type !layer or !save to remind me to do basic digital art things, because pretty much we'll always need it. But one thing I like to challenge people to do, especially again if you're newer to drawing from observation, try to look at your reference image more than your paper. That is a good way to make sure that you're drawing what you actually see and not what you think you see. Now, I don't want that to be misinterpreted as you should copy. But what we're trying to do here is understand form. You're trying to think about this in 3 dimensions, right? You're trying to think about it as something that has actual dimension. You're not trying to copy exact lines, because copying is ultimately not going to help you fill up your creative bank account.
and fill up with like basic like anatomy knowledge or things that are going to help you draw from imagination. So if your long-term goal is to be better at drawing from imagination, believe it or not, that has to start with observational study. I always recommend, if you're able to, go draw from life, because anytime you draw from a two-dimensional reference like this, it's already flattened for you. It's already basic, like you've got implied lines here. You don't have that in real life. You have to find the implied line, and that's just going to make your brain work differently and work harder and also remember more and learn more. Wow, I hate this osprey drawing. This is terrible. Just remember, we're all here to get the bad drawings out. It's going to happen sometimes. That's what our little loon is telling us, so just keep it in mind. But we're trying to get through the bad drawings to get to the good ones, and there's really no other way around it. You just have to sit down and do the work. We talk about this all the time here at the Art Gym, so those of you who've been here before have probably heard me say this. But just know if you're having a rough time with your drawing, just know that just is one less rough drawing you have to get to the good ones, or the ones that you think are more proficient, right? Because good and bad is very subjective. Everybody's at different places on that art journey, and there's always somebody who's either further ahead or further behind you, and there's no judgment here, is what I'm trying to say. Like we're all trying to work toward proficiency from whatever stage we're at. Oh my gosh, why can I not get my Cintiq appropriately calibrated? Does not make this easier, that's for sure. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna have time for. You guys, we have to get into the studies that you guys did. So let's just end it here. I really dislike this osprey anyway, so it's fine. We're just not going to worry about it. I don't know why I'm struggling so much. Part of it is there's a weird calibration issue with my Cintiq. It keeps happening. I keep having to recalibrate my pencil, and it keeps getting off. It's a little frustrating, honestly. This has never been a problem before. I can only assume it's because it's an older Cintiq, and probably new updates that keep happening are making it just less good at basic things. I've had this for a very long time, and I've never had this issue. I've literally never had to recalibrate it since I installed it until this month. And I've done it like 3 times. Very annoying. Okay, there we go. There's my studies for today. I'm gonna save, and let's get into... I'm not in my studio? No, I am in my studio, Miss Art Rules. Yes, this is my studio. This is 100% my studio. Normally, I've been doing the Art Gym streams from my apartment because of the crash issues here at the studio, but those have seemed to have stopped. So I'm hopefully going to be able to get back to doing all of my streams from the studio. Okay. Did that. Let's get into the Discord and see what you guys got up to. So I'm going to go into the Discord. Here it is one more time if anyone needs that. There's also other links. No, not Discord. That is not how you spell that. Let's get in there and see what you all are up to. Art Gym. Scrolling up to the last thing that we showed on stream, which was something very different. Last week we did construction vehicles. Can you guys see this? Perfect. Okay. I love doing it from here because I have my actual screen set to cut off all the distracting stuff in Discord. It's much nicer to do it this way. Oh, the Leary. Oh gosh, the Leary. I'm just gonna say that. Welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. Hey Megan, how are you? It's great to see you. Thanks for popping in. Hope your Monday is off to a good start. So what I do is I go back to the last topic that I posted my image from, which was these construction vehicles. So we did construction vehicles last week. So everything below what I posted is what we have not seen on stream yet. So we're going to look at all these studies. I just did a quick scan. It looked like everything was work safe as far as I could tell. So let's get into it. If you are a streamer, let us know. I'll be happy to give you a shout out. This first one is coming from Moonsky Runner, testing out Affinity software, clone of Photoshop. I have heard about Affinity. I'd be curious, Moonsky, if you're around at some point to know how that's going. Moonsky Runner. Let's see if I can spell it right. Streams every once in a while. Have you turned off in Discord? What do you mean? What do you mean, Odin? I'm not sure what that means. But you guys should go follow Moonsky if you aren't already. Does stream from time to time here on Twitch. Is kind of a newer art streamer. Highly recommend. Does great work. You can see this lovely study. of, it looks like a golden tamarin, I think is what these are. Golden lion tamarin, maybe? Very, very cute little monkeys. One of the few monkeys that I can endorse. I'm a little freaked out by primates, but these little tamarins are pretty darn cute, and they don't look very human, which is what freaks me out about a lot of primates. Very nicely done, honestly, Moonsky. These look great. You said that you turned off all distractions in Discord. Well, I just have it, like, zoomed in, right? So, like, you can't see anything over on the column unless I do this. So, but I want everyone to focus on the art. Moonsky, these look great. Thank you so much for sharing. This is a fantastic study. Really, really nice proportion. Really, I like how you kind of slapped in some color too. Just really good, like, form. Like it feels very three-dimensional. You did a great job with this. Thank you so much for sharing and inspiring us with your study. I don't know if there's a little, like, primate or a monkey. It's not really the same, but that's okay. Well done, Moonsky. One of these days, I will do a primate study. Just not right now. Oh, and here's one from Clem. Clem, thank you so much for joining in. It's always great to see some studies from you. These look fantastic. Where's a little flexy one? Lovely, lovely studies of some machinery. Some various construction vehicles. Really, really great job drawing these in perspective. Like, I can see that you were using a perspective box. So you guys can see this, like, vague box right here. This is very helpful sometimes to help you keep stuff in perspective. You can kind of line up your lines as they ascend and descend into the distance, into space. It can kind of help you remember the direction things are supposed to go. But these look great. I love this one. This thing with a chainsaw on its face is fantastic. I forget what it's called. Trawler, I think? No, something with a T. These look great, Clem. Fantastic studies. What I mean is I'm sick of... Listen, I get so overwhelmed, Sloppy. I've got DMs coming out the wazoo. If anyone has ever DM'd me and I haven't responded, I'm sorry. I get so many of them, and a lot of them are from people I don't know, or I don't really know, and they just kind of take a lot of time between here and Instagram. Yes, I'm bad. It's getting a little rough. That's why I always say if anyone wants to contact me, just go hang out in the Discord. I will see it eventually. You don't need to please don't ping me a ton either, because that also gets really overwhelming, and then I don't know. Everything's overwhelming. The little red number, I hate it so much. I wish I could get rid of it, but I would get nothing else done. But Clem, these look fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm super impressed with these. I love how many you got done. I kind of want to do some more. Yeah, Yanni, it's a lot. Hey, Isel, good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. Isel, I need to remember to speaking of DMs, I need to remember to DM you about the stream later. I've got a note to talk to Claire and get a date figured out, and then we'll talk. But Isel is another fantastic artist you guys should be following here on Twitch. Does fantastic oil paintings, and super, super fun person to hang out with on stream. You moved almost everything on Discord. I don't know how. Is there a way to get rid of the red number, Yanni? If there is, please tell me. It stresses me out like you would not believe. Short of like responding to like all the friend requests and the DMs, it's just like I can't. Don't have time. I have so little time. There is. Oh my gosh, please tell me how, because I don't like the red number. It bothers me. But I don't have time to clear it all the time. These are from, is this HDMZ? Yes, this is HDMZ. HDMZ also streams here on Twitch. Has this lovely habit of carrying this small sketchbook around with them and just doing observational studies, studying forms that they see, studying perspective, just doing some like basic, just like basic studies of things they see around them, and thinking about form, thinking about perspective, thinking about all that stuff. This is how you get better. Like, even though it's rough, I'm sure it's frustrating, like, especially I think HMZ draws in pen, you can't erase that, but it just sort of makes you keep moving forward, and again, getting the bad drawings out. So if you aren't following HDMZ, make sure that you do. HDMZ, these are always super fun to see. And HDMZ does some streaming here on Twitch as well. You can curate what servers even show it. Wait, what? 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 Oh my gosh. Please tell me how to do this. I need to know. Moving down to an Arctic Tern from Amaze. Amazing Fan 15. Fantastic structural study as always. If you are not familiar with Amaze also streams here on Twitch. Does lovely chill streams and lots of art, lots of animation lately. Has been doing a ton of animated emotes, which is pretty fun to watch, very inspiring. But this is a lovely study of an Arctic tern. Does anyone else think of that Whose Line bit when they hear Arctic tern? Is that just me? I always think of Colin Mockery when I think of Arctic terns. If you're not sure, look it up on YouTube and you'll laugh. Pretty sure it's, yeah, I think it's WorkSafe. It's just very funny. But this looks great. Fantastic stuff. You're going on a bird adventure? Oh my gosh. Amazing is good. Yes, amazing is very good. Turn off notifications for whole servers or do it per channel. Oh, I think I do know what you're talking about. Yeah, I have seen that actually. Thank you, Ms. Art Rules, for contributing to the Plein Air Sketch Challenge. Let's see, we are 61% of the way there with 11 days left to go. Coming down to the wire. If anybody wants to get in on that, feel free. Okay. A tern? An Arctic tern? What sound does a tern make, Colin? I'm not even going to do it, but Easel knows what I'm talking about. It's so funny. Amazeless was fantastic. Lovely structure, lovely perspective, great line drawing, great feather organization, just all around lovely drawing. So thank you so much for sharing. I don't think we have a tern emote, but I will put a little burb. Let's do, what bird looks the most like a tern? I'll just do a, okay, it's definitely not a goose. Where's just like a generic bird? Oh, I'm so overwhelmed right now. Bird. Okay, anyway, it looks fantastic, Amaze. Thank you for sharing. Moving down to experiment 1006. The Armor Falcon. Oh, who is this in chat that was saying this? I don't think you have the same name in Discord as in Twitch, so I don't remember who this is, but fantastic study. I think this might be Dracon. Is that right? Correct me, I'm probably wrong. Lovely feather texture. Lovely job paying attention to proportion. I can see your like underdrawings of like the circles and trying to really match the shapes more than copy line for line. You can always tell when somebody is doing copying versus studying. This looks great. You're really thinking about dimension. You're thinking about like where things actually go, and it shows. Lovely study. This is fantastic. It is Dracon. Okay, cool. Let us know if you stream and we'll shout you out. But yeah, this looks great. Lovely job paying attention to all the details, but focusing first on shape and perspective and proportion, because that is what's really going to make something look like it you drew it quote unquote right, you know, as if you focus on those things. Oh my goodness. Neela, hello. Holy cow, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in raiders. We are just doing the art gym. You raided into the show and tell of the art gym. Here, let me do my little raid thing and we'll get back to that. Great timing. We were just looking at this one from Dracon. Looks lovely. How was your stream? What did you get up to? Guys, if you're not following Neela, make sure that you fix that right now. Fantastic art streamer here on Twitch. Shoot, hold on. We have a bunch of people in chat. Let me say hi to everybody. My name is Kasey, by the way, if you haven't been here before, welcome. We do this thing called the art gym. It's like a study session, like an accountability session. You can see it right here. See the art gym. We pick a different theme every day. You don't have to stay on theme if you don't want to. It's just like a suggestion more than a rule. And then we have a motto. Let's get the bad drawings out. We're just here to struggle together. It's like an accountability study session. So we do it Monday through Wednesday at this time. But Neela, I'd love to see what you got up to. What were you making? How was your stream? Let me say hi to folks as they come into chat while I'm looking for a link. There's my studies from today. Today is Happy Migratory Bird Day, by the way, for anybody who did not know that was today. Candy Cane TV, welcome in. And Otto, the potato, welcome in. Nirida, welcome in. And I can't read that for some reason. OBS is dumb. The color is weird. I don't know what your name says. Aljadisman, is that it? Welcome in. Raptor photo. We love dinosaurs around here. Raptor, welcome. And thank you to whoever just followed. I appreciate that. We've been seeing warblers. Oh, that's exciting, Isol. That's exciting. Neil Invasion indeed. Ogre, welcome in. And Asher Sketch. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming in and giving a new streamer a chance. Thank you, Candy Cane. I just saw that. And welcome in raiders. Stream was fun. Continued a little environment study. Yeah, I'd love to see. While we wait to see that study, like I said, hi, my name is Kasey. Thanks for giving a new streamer a chance if you stuck around. Here is the type of work I tend to do in the afternoons. So we do studies in the mornings, and then on Mondays and Wednesdays, typically I'm doing digital work of like digital painting. I'm trying to get into illustration, like book illustration, book covers, board games, I do a lot of creature design stuff too, so if you like any of that, if you like this kind of work, this is what I tend to paint here on stream afterwards. So what's a motto? It's such a good movie. But yeah, I also do some like graphic novel stuff. I have a webcomic called Drift, if anybody wants to check that out. And yeah, there's some screens from Drift. Oh, here, we got a link from Neela. Perfect. Here, we'll just stay on Drift for a second. Let's see what Neela's working on. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful study. Hold on, I have to get this off screen because it won't overlap. Look at this, you guys. This is gorgeous. If you're not following Neela, you are missing out. Look at this beautiful environment study. Like, wonderful job, seriously, with the shapes and the lighting and the color. Look at this. How long did this take you, if I can ask? This looks really awesome. I love the like quick brushy style. Did you paint these leaves individually or do you have a stamp? Because holy cow, this is like a lot of work. Well done. This is fantastic. You hope to finish it soon. It looks lovely. I love the light, the colors that you're going with too. Like your palette is just so gorgeous and pastel. I love how bright the sunlight looks on this extremely white branch here. Such good contrast in this area. Really draws the eye. Guys, if you want to go watch somebody doing some awesome art, make sure that you check out Neela. Yeah, good. Thank you, Isla. Yes, Neela is fantastic. Does lovely, lovely art, and is just a lovely person also. Highly recommend if you aren't already following. So I know we already gave you a shout out, but just now that we're looking at your work, I want to make sure people have an easily clickable heart or link. So there you go. Thanks again for rating. I really appreciate that. If you have to rate and run, no worries. I totally understand. But yeah, really honored to have you here, and yeah, I hope to catch another stream again sometime. I think I was lurking on you while you were playing a game this weekend. I can't remember what game. So I know Neela does games and stuff too sometimes, but very, very great artist. Yeah, of course. Oh my gosh, I love perceiving your work. Yeah, Subnautica, excellent. Yeah. I think that's why I was lurking, because I'm also a giant baby, and isn't that one kind of scary? But I did peek my head in. Yeah, I'm a huge wimp. Like, we were talking about this earlier, but half of my stream clips are jump scares. So, and I don't even play games on Twitch, really, and I still have jump scares. But welcome in, everybody. Like I said, if you're interested in any of my work, here's my socials if you want to go check it out. Any artist will tell you one of the coolest ways you can support an artist is to just follow them on social media, maybe favorite some stuff, or like some stuff, or share some stuff. We all really appreciate that. I also do like a lot of dinosaur stuff, a lot of stickers. Actually, I have some of these right here, some new ones. I just got a printer not too long ago, and I've been trying to get some new merch done for the Ko-fi shop, for the store. So hopefully you'll see more of that coming soon. And then the other thing that we do here is also this thing called Sea Slug Dragons, where the first Wednesday of the month I will look at some sea slugs, and we'll kind of go crazy with some creature design and draw some sea slugs. So that's a lot of fun too. So if you like creature design, this is a thing I like to do a lot. I wish I had more time to just play and make more art for fun, but right now I'm really just kind of like early career, trying to get my illustration thing going and working on mostly portfolio pieces in the afternoon. However, I forgot to mention this. We are doing a party stream this afternoon. If anyone wants to come back, you're all invited. I'm finally back in the studio, streaming from the studio for as many streams as possible, because I think I fixed the crashing issue finally. We had like 3 issues happen at once for months, and my stream was constantly crashing. So I had to just stop streaming from the studio for a while. I was really sad about it. Had to actually cancel my afternoon streams for a while because I can't stream from home in the afternoons due to having a roommate home at that time. So we're finally back. We're finally back in the afternoon streams. And yeah, and pizza, that's true. We're calling it a bring your own pizza party. So if anybody wants to come to that, come on back. We'd love to see you this afternoon. I'm going to be doing some giveaways, like merch giveaways with stickers and prints. We're going to be doing some games. A draw pile session will be going. All kinds of stuff, hopefully. So thank you so much for anybody who wants to come hang out for that. I have a Discord link, I think, that I can send. Does anyone use Discord invite links? I know that that's a thing. But here, let me just invite you all officially, if you'd like, with a Discord link. I have a little event thingy. How do I do that again? Oh, we're also doing the monthly showcase during the party, so we got a ton of stuff going on. And possibly I might be trying like a new subdoodles idea, so if you want to come back for that, copy event link. Does this work? Does that actually work? If anybody wants to check it out, it should take you right to the event with like more information, but it starts at 4 p.m. Mountain Time today. So if you want to come back for that, we'll be doing games and all kinds of things on stream. It's always fun to give away merch too. So if you want to come back and hang out for some giveaways, that'd be fun. Anyway, this is what I do. Here's a sculpture. I was trying to get to this one because I made a sculpture based on this one. I actually do sculpting as well. Here's a close-up if you want to see it. But we do sculpting on the last stream of the month. Right now I'm working on a winged serpent, which I don't have. It's behind me. It's not done yet. But we just, sculpting is really fun. It's another thing I wish I could do more of and just don't have the time. It's not something that's going to pay the bills, unfortunately. But if you like sculpting, oh, thank you so much, seriously, for that follow, Osmomomo. That's a really cute name. We do sculpting on the last stream of the month typically, and we do all kinds of... Here's another one that's a little more ornate. I have to be really careful with this one because of all the spines. So unfortunately, the ones that are more ornate like this, these are in-person sales only. So I take these to like conventions and art shows and stuff. But yeah, I can't ship this. It's made out of Sculpey. All these spines would break if I tried to ship it. So only stuff that's a little sturdier, like this Parasaurolophus, my favorite dinosaur. This is available on the Ko-fi shop, an original sculpt. There's been no duplicates made, so it's one of a kind. But anyway, thank you all for being here. How do I get back to off my giant face scene? Here we go. Anyway, that's what I do. So thanks for coming in. Let's get back to the show and tell. So we are, like I said, we're in the middle of the art gym show and tell section of the art gym. Pay the bills. Yeah. Yes, I am being harassed by the Duck Goose Gang. That's the only reasonable explanation for that phrase. Absolutely. So if you go into the Discord, if anyone has a study they want to share, as long as it's drawn from observation, it belongs in the art gym section. Let's see. Where were we? We were here. I don't know why that closed. Sorry, a little hiccup there. But yeah, if you're a streamer, we're happy to shout you out when we're looking at your work. Excuse me. Do I have to pay the landlords? Yes, the actual landlords, not the cats. But yes, my landlord is very sweet, though. Has never raised rent on me. Like, I have no complaints. Hold on, guys. One sec. Sorry, we're having a little bit of a sleepy, lack of sleep, sort of a throat garble right now. But no, I would have to sell probably like 4 sculptures a month to be able to make rent, and that's only if people were willing to pay like actual rates instead of just like what most people are willing to pay. So that's part of why I like doing sculptures, but because they take so much time and they move pretty slowly because they tend to be more expensive. It's not something I can like reasonably make a living off of as much as I'd like to. I really do love sculpting, but it's just not a thing for me right now. But here we have Sloppy Salamander. Yes, that's right, Sloppy. I got to see this in a different Discord, but Sloppy did these lovely studies of some hummingbirds. So this is always a good idea, by the way. If anybody is getting into doing studies and trying to get better, try not to copy images. Try to actually understand, like you're looking to understand. And a great way to do that with animals or people is to look at skeletal structures, muscle structures. Try to figure out where everything actually goes so that when you go to look at your reference, you actually understand what you're drawing. If you skip the step of understanding, all you're really accomplishing is becoming reliant on references to draw. So if that's you, if your study, thank you so much. Al, is it Al? Oh, I can see it better now. AJ Ladies Man. Oh, I see. I tried to put that all together. I'm sure that happens to you, but I was like Adschladisman. AJ, I see it now. It's really hard to see in my OBS. It's like the color it chose for your name is really close to the background color. But I can see it now. Yeah, I'll call you AJ. Thank you. Welcome in, and thank you for the follow. But yeah, if anybody's wanting to get better at doing imaginative drawing, you've got to figure out how to understand what you're actually drawing. And to do that is to understand like the structure of what's happening in the actual dimensional image or object, right? You're not trying to copy line for line. And Sloppy did a great job showcasing that here. I'm going to snooze ads one more time, but we will not be able to snooze anymore, unfortunately. I'm trying to save you all. But they are going to happen eventually. But great texture. And I hope it's okay to mention, Sloppy, you said that you might be turning this into a tattoo, potentially. That'd be pretty cool. Let me know how that's going. You made 2 for the art gym, the falcon and the cardinal. Nice. We'll get down to it. If you posted it in the art gym section, if you posted a study, we'll get down to it. And then at the end, I'll post mine, and then anything after mine will be what we show tomorrow. So if anybody just got here, or you're like, shoot, this sounds really fun, I wish I could have studied along, you still can. Please don't rush to try and get into the showcase. Just like get what you need to out of it. We do them every single Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday morning. Okay, so you've got a whole day to finish, and you can always post it in there. So, yeah, they are really cool. Let's see. The more you study actual anatomy, exactly. Yep, exactly. This is such good advice. Yeah, I mean, AJ, it's yeah, and a lot of people are like, you're not alone. I have friends who get frustrated. They're like, oh, like I've been drawing for years, but I have to draw with reference. And we talk about this a lot here, but I think what's happening is you're actually copying. You're developing your copy skill or your hyperrealism skill versus your imaginative like understanding skill, like your observational knowledge, your found knowledge. Your people call it their creative bank account or their visual library. It's like the knowledge you carry around with you. And the cool thing about a visual library is you don't have to draw to actually fill up your visual library. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but scientists are actually, I think, really good at drawing because their whole job is to closely observe detail, right? So even if you're like out walking, what you can do is stop and pay close attention to a leaf, right? Look at the veins. Notice things like ask yourself questions like, how are the veins connecting to the centerpiece? How does the light look when I see it from above versus underneath the leaf? Like what changes? Why is that? The more questions you ask, the more observant you can be. I mean, all drawing is, when you break it down, is really just training your observation eye, training your observational skills, and figuring out how to take this knowledge of like what a skull looks like from different angles and apply it to what you're trying to draw. A good way to test this is after you've done a whole bunch of studies like Sloppy has done here. Like say you've done a few studies of an animal from different angles, different skeletal studies. After you've done this whole process, start on a new page and see if you can draw a hummingbird from imagination. Maybe put it in a different pose. Try to think about like, okay, what if the wing was down here? What did I learn from the skeleton? How would that change the perspective? How would that change like the way the feathers look? And if you're struggling with parts of that, then that shows you what you need to study more of, right? And so the sooner you can change your thinking from I'm copying an image versus I'm drawing a form, I'm describing a form with a pencil, I'm sculpting with a pencil is like how I like to think of it. That's going to make you actually able to draw from imagination. So that's kind of the bridge you have to walk across, the divide you have to cross, I suppose. And everyone can get there. It's just a matter of practice. So here we have another one from Clem. You were trying to convince your mom, but she's being stubborn. It may end up being a sister's thing. That's fair. It's still pretty cool. She wants something more simple. I mean, you know, everyone's different with their preferences, but I still think it's a cool drawing. Oh my gosh, Ulodin, thank you for explaining it to me. I was like, what? This one is from Clem. Speaking of form, ouch, and studying form. Sorry, I'm like gesturing a lot because I'm getting excited and I'm also overly caffeinated right now. But Clem does a great job of trying to even show like how you can make yourself think about form. Do you guys see all these lines? These are contour lines that Clem has been drawing around these animals, or breaking an animal down into boxes, like trying to think of the animal as a three-dimensional object, or think of whatever you're drawing as a three-dimensional object. Another way to get around this is to go and draw from life instead of just drawing from flat two-dimensional images all the time. Because when you're drawing from something that's already two-dimensional, it's already got implied lines. Like it's much easier to accidentally slip into copy mode versus study mode. And so if you're really trying to break that habit, as rough as it's going to be, I really recommend going out and just doing some observational sketches from life. And just know the first like 100 or even 1,000 drawings you make, they're going to be rough. But the sooner you can work through how to actually think in dimension and think in form, the faster you're going to get. I mean, you're going to get better so much faster. It's just you got to get through those rough ones. And that's part of why our motto here is to get the bad drawings out. It's literally what we say at the beginning of every art gym, is that we're trying to get those bad drawings out. You got to get them out of the way so that you can work through them and get to the more proficient drawings. So that's what we do. That's what we do here every Monday through Wednesday. And Clem does a great job of exemplifying that. Breaking stuff down into shape, thinking about form, thinking about perspective, thinking about foreshortening. Like these are fantastic. And again, you can draw these contour lines not because they're actually there and present, but because they remind you that you're thinking in like an object. You know, you're thinking about things as having shape and structure and depth and dimension. This is not a flat two-dimensional thing you're drawing, even though it's easy to think about it that way if you're only using two-dimensional references. It's always so interesting to see how something works. Exactly. And that's part of what's going to make you a better artist. Yeah, exactly. You recommend museums? Yes, exactly, Osmo Momo. Yeah, I love your name. Welcome in, by the way, and thanks for saying hi in chat. Yeah, drawing from museums, like going to art museums or nature and science museums are incredible for this because you want to go somewhere where there's a ton of skeletons to study. Nature and science museums. You could go to like fossil and mineral shows. There's one here in Denver that's free and it's like 10 days long. You can just like go study objects. The zoo, if you want to study animals, a lot of times they're sleeping, so you can really like sit there and draw those animals. But highly recommend drawing from life. Figure drawing classes, holy cow! If anybody has access to a figure drawing class that you can either audit or at a local university or college, sometimes you can just like pay for one class. Those are all going to help you get so much better. But you don't have to. You know, you can like look around you and draw things just sitting by you. Draw your hand. Hands are notoriously difficult to draw, yet we all have these references, literally, well, most of us, attached to our bodies, right? Like, do some studies of your own hand, you know, whichever hand you're not drawing with, and you'll learn so much faster drawing from life. I know it's not as much fun. That's why we call it the art gym. But it is so helpful. And I do see that we're in a break, an ad break. So I'm so sorry. I got too excited. And I rambled right through the ad break part. But we are going to stretch during the ads. That's what we do here. So thank you for tolerating my rambles. They happen sometimes. I'm sorry. But anyway, if you can hear the sound of my voice, feel free to join me. My favorite one is a posture stretch. We like to call it the unshrimping stretch. So you just take your shrimped over back, right? And you're going to overarch it, kind of like arch your back and create like a C shape. And then push your shoulder blades together. Oh, go on. Yeah, we do have a go on redeem too. Hey, Oaks, how are you? Brain understands seeing 3D thing more than 2D thing of 3D thing? Wait, what? Yes, yes, that's what we're saying. But yes, here's your friendly anti-shrimp reminder. Also, make sure you guys go follow Professor Oaks if you aren't already. Oaks, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you to anybody who's lurking. You're going to basically arch your back and push your shoulder blades together and just kind of hold that flex. Like, don't just like arch your back and sit there for 20 seconds. That's not going to do very much. You want to tense up those muscles. Like, you're pushing those shoulder blades to pretend like you can make them touch. And this is going to flex your back muscles, flex your shoulder muscles, and some little neck muscles. And all those muscles need to get stronger if you want to pull your shoulders back to where they belong and have a better posture situation. For me, I don't know about you guys, for me, I'm trying to do this more because, frankly, I don't want to have back pain when I'm older. And I know that bad posture is like, and especially in your neck, like try and push your neck back too if you can. If you don't want that tech neck, like forward hunch that a lot of people get. You know, you can correct that too a little bit. So if that's already started for you, just kind of push your neck back as you do this. But I think this is one of my favorite stretches. I like to do this at least once an hour, but I do it while I'm driving, sitting, walking, like anytime I notice my shoulders going forward. But anyway, I've done it for like 40 seconds now, but hold it for at least 20 seconds. And then after that, you're just going to relax. You're just going to drop the arch. So you've gone from this to like relaxed, right? And so over time, that's going to straighten you up. So that basically got us through the ad break. We've got just a few seconds left, so I'll do some rotations, and then I'll respond to a few people in chat. I like to make sure I don't, I try not to make anyone miss anything, so unless I know you have turbo or a sub, I try not to chat with anybody during the ad breaks. Oh my gosh, potential spam is calling me. My goodness. I keep telling them not to call, but can't take a hint, you know? Oh, you're welcome, Oaks, yeah. Okay, I think we're through the ad breaks. Clayfangs, hello, says, I needed your advice. I got the bad drawings out and then did a reasonable drawing. That's great. That's awesome. No, yay. That's fantastic, Clay. Seriously, that makes me feel so happy. That's the whole point of the art gym, is I want everybody to feel encouraged. Like, you can build this skill. It's not this like mystical, unattainable thing that some people either have or don't. Like, it's art. I would say 99.9% is skill. So I always love hearing that people are actually trying to build that skill and seeing success. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm like, even seeing like all these studies people are doing, like it makes me want to keep doing studies. And studies are something I've struggled with to actually make myself do for most of my art career. So thank you all for being here and for keeping me accountable. Really appreciate it. Neela says, sorry. Oh, no, my gosh. Thank you so much for hanging out for a while. Please go eat. Again, guys, if you're not following Neela, make sure that you do. thank you again so much for the raid. It was really nice of you to bring your folks here, and I appreciate that. Thank you for leaving a lurk. You're helping with the partner pool. I appreciate that a lot. Anything you learned from me, teach your kid. That's awesome. Yes. And you know what the cool thing is about teaching, Clay? Is you, like, anytime you're teaching something, you're also learning. Like, you're restating those fundamentals to someone, and by explaining it, it's actually going to help you too. So that's awesome. Yes, please draw with your kiddo. That's always such a great activity. I recommend anybody pick up drawing as a skill or as a hobby, because I think it makes your brain have to be more observant and have to, like, take note of details. And I don't think there's anything wrong for anybody in any field or anything with developing an observational skill set. I think it probably will help keep your brain more active as you get older. And I think that's good for everybody. Yes, take care. Enjoy some good food. Thank you again. I really appreciate you, friend. You got the bad drawings out. Now you're pro at drawing bad. No, Raga. I know you're joking, but that is something to keep in mind. So there's two things to remember. It takes 1,000 quote unquote bad drawings, right? I mean, this is a phrase. It's not like you hit 1,000 drawings, then you're magically better. But you gotta get through a lot of bad drawings to get to the good ones. But you also want to be careful that you're not practicing bad habits, because what is it? Practice makes perfect, but it almost also makes permanent, which is like a fancy way of saying you don't want to accidentally reinforce your own schema as you draw. That's why I always try to say, like, when you're doing studies, try really hard to look more at the thing you're drawing than at your paper. That's like a really good, like, first step toward forcing yourself to observe rather than guess. Because a lot of people, they'll be like, oh, that's a bird. I know how to draw a bird. And then they spend like 5 minutes just looking at their page, drawing basically what they think a bird looks like, or their schema, right? Schema is like a fancy word for basically psychological symbols. We're not going to go into all of it, but there's a art developmental schema that people go through. And a lot of people stop at the visual symbol stage, and they don't really move past that. And so what all art skill is, it's not some kids have it or some kids don't. It's just some kids never stopped training their observation eye, and some just were fine with symbols. And so you got to kind of like work through that stage. And to avoid that, yeah, there it is, Raga, we do a schema counter. I've been better. I don't feel like I've talked about schema as much lately. But if you want to make sure that you're not reinforcing a bad habit or reinforcing your schema, try to make sure you're looking at what you're actually drawing and really paying attention to what's really there and not just drawing what you think is there. So there's like a balance between doing that and copying, right? You don't want to fall into copying either, but you're trying to study to learn, study to understand. Not just to guess, and not just to reinforce the schema. So, yeah, we do have that schema counter, yeah. Okay, let's see. Anyway, Clay Fangs. Oh, wait, is this... Oh, this is Clay Chibi. I forgot you had a new name, too. Aw, well, I'm so glad that... Thank you, Clay. I'm honored to have you here. I'm so sorry. I was like, wow, that's so similar. There's so many, like, purple Clays on Twitch. That was literally what I was thinking. Yeah, sorry. I made that connection very slowly. Thank you for pointing that out, Oaks. Yeah, okay, I think I'm caught up on chat. So this is another one from Experiment, which I think is Dracon, and we have this lovely cardinal. Lovely study. Feather anatomy is really complex for anybody who's new to drawing feathers. You did a great job trying to look and see what you're actually, what's actually there, but it is hard. It is hard to do. One thing I always keep in mind is like which way the feathers are layered based on whether you're looking at the dorsal view or the ventral view. And I always have to look at references to remember. So if anybody wants that, just anybody in general wants that, if you go to the avian section of my Pinterest board, there is an anatomy section that shows the different views of like feather and wing anatomy. But lovely study here. Thank you so much, Dracon, for sharing. Great proportions, great shapes, and great observation. Yeah, fantastic. We're going to keep on going because I have to get ready for the party. Guys, we're doing a party this afternoon at 4 p.m. We're calling it a couple of things. Bring your own pizza party is the big one. But also, hey, my stream didn't crash for a whole month at the studio, so we're having a party to celebrate that. We're going to be doing some giveaways. It's also the 3,000 follower party. So if anybody wants to come back, we're doing all sorts of like games, draw pile, giveaways, whatever, insert festive thing that I can think of between now and 4 p.m. So come back if you'd like to celebrate. And hopefully my stream doesn't crash during the party, because that would be sad. This one's from Miss Art Rules. Looks like the last one today. Lovely study of, is this an osprey? Very Very cool. Is this a picture you took, Miss Art Rules? That's awesome. I love the idea of actually drawing from photos I take rather than just taking photos. Yeah, Megan, come on back. We'd love to have you. With wings for spread, yeah. Yeah, spread wings are tough, but they're really, once you get the wings down, it is such a helpful thing for like creature design and really just design in general. I think wings are super complex and very fun. Great shapes here, Miss Art Rules. Lovely, lovely. And I love your textures that you always get in your watercolors, and looking at your watercolor pieces always makes me want to pick up my own brush and do some studies, which hopefully I can do now because we're back in the studio, able to stream in the mornings. So exciting. So that means hopefully I can finally do some more traditional studies, which is what I've really wanted to do for a while. Yeah, so I'm excited. So thank you for sharing this. Thank you everybody for sharing your studies. Always so inspiring to see everybody's work here. And again, if you just got here or you're still working on a study, please don't rush. Please get what you need to out of the study. We do these art gyms every single Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. So you've got time. We'll be doing it again tomorrow. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screenshot here of my studies and drop them in the Discord. Ooh, where did my mouse go? Did we just crash? Oh, geez. I'm so paranoid about this, you guys. I'm just going to do these because I don't really like the Osprey, but that's okay. And then we're going to put it in the Discord. Oh, wait, did we eat another one just now? Oh, we did. We got another one. Last minute submission. Is this a little finch? Is this from Volpes? This looks great. The name is hidden because I'm in streamer mode. I guess I could disable. Yes, it is. Okay. This is lovely. Great drawing structure here. Great proportions. Like, lovely little textured details in this. This is fantastic. It's a rose-breasted grosbeak. Nice. Nice. What time is the 4 p.m. party? At Pacific time. So I am an hour ahead of Pacific. So it would be 3 p.m. Pacific. Yeah. So if anybody's in Pacific time and you want to come, it would be at 3 p.m. We'll probably go from 3 to 5-ish at least. Probably like 3 to 6 p.m. Pacific. So usually our afternoon streams are about 2.5 to 3 hours on average, I would say, unless I get really into it, or if what happened last time happens and I get really behind on giveaways, because that made that stream go really long. But yeah, we'll talk more. We'll be doing giveaways. I'll be doing at least 3 giveaways and then extra giveaways for any hype trains that get started, basically. So I think I've seen other streamers do that, and I really like the idea of like thinking hype trains. And they will be available the giveaways are going to be open to everybody. It's just like a way to say thanks to the community. But anyway, this looks fantastic. I love grosbeaks. They have such cool beaks. This looks really, really good, Volps. Yeah. Barely made it. Oh gosh, I hope you didn't rush. But this is lovely. I'd love to see more studies from you. Thank you so much for sharing. Again, we do different studies, different art gyms every single Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Nobody has to do the theme that I choose. You can always do whatever you'd want. But if you need a prompt idea, I do pick different prompts, and you can actually see that in the stream schedule. So if anybody goes to the Discord, thanks Miss Art Rules, you go to stream schedule right here. You can see my schedule, what's posted. This is kind of my best guess right now. Yeah, we'll be... Sometimes this stuff changes. I do want to note I'm not going to be able to do a morning stream on the 14th. I've got an obligation at my day job that morning, so I can't go do anything. Unfortunately, and then I work, I think, the next 3 days, so I just won't be able to... I only have 2 morning streams next week. But we are doing leopards tomorrow, because I think it's a leopard day. Yeah, it was leopard day on the 3rd, so I thought it'd be fun to do. I don't think we've ever done leopards before. But yeah, you can see right here, the 4 p.m. monthly art showcase and stream party is happening this afternoon. So come back this afternoon for the showcase, for the party. Would love to see you all. Here, we're gonna go ahead and switch over. Yeah. Oh, and we have to do our prediction. So I did 3 studies today. So anybody who did the start of stream prediction and chose 3, let me see if anybody got it. Manage prediction. Oh, actually, quite a few of you thought I would do 3. Okay, choose outcome. 3. If you chose 3, folks, complete prediction. Well, bam. Enjoy your points. So we'll probably do those. I think predictions are fun. I'll have to think of one to do for this afternoon. Maybe we'll do will the stream crash prediction. But congratulations to those who chose 3. That's how many we did today. So I'm gonna save, make sure I don't lose that. And yeah, thank you all for hanging out. Hey Novocaine, welcome in. Yeah, felines tomorrow for sure. 6 p.m. for EST, yes. Yep, that's exactly right, Dracon, yeah. So the party stream tonight is going to be at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, you know, and just kind of like walk through the time zones to find yours if you want to. Oh, thank you. I do need to hydrate. Let's go ahead though and bring this Art Twitch love to someone else. So thank you to everybody showing up in the what am I saying? The credits right now. I super appreciate the follows. The subs and resubs, you guys, super nice. The cheers, you guys were, everyone was so nice. The raid, you guys are amazing. I'm gonna go find us somebody to go bring some Art Twitch love to. We're just gonna do the easy Kasey raid one. I really need to make a raid call command. It's like, been on my to-do list for so long. Okay, if anybody wants to use that, feel free. If you want more channel points, stick around because you actually get extra. You get like 500 extra channel points, I think, for a raid, or maybe I'm lying. I don't remember. Something like that. But I'll be back in like 5 hours. So if you guys want to come back, feel free. We are gonna go find another art person. Hopefully somebody doing something. 250. Okay, so I got that wrong. We're gonna find somebody we haven't raided in a while. Hopefully somebody doing something work safe. That's typically my goal. Is to find a work-safe artist to go say hi to. Who have we not said hi to in a while? Ooh, we got someone doing character design. That would be fun. Oh, we have 2 artists that we haven't rated in a while. One who's doing an illustration and one who's doing character design. Let's see. Oh, I would raid them, but they're playing a game right now. Yeah, what do you guys prefer? Do you want character design or do you want illustration? Who else is on? Let me just do a quick scroll. Oh, here's another one. Oh, but they're 18 plus. I try really hard to make sure we're finding like work safe stuff because I know people do lurk at work. Yeah, we've rated a lot of the people who are on pretty recently. Yeah. All right, what do you want? Character design? Okay, let's go to the character design streamer who is someone we haven't rated, I think, in the last 30 days. Ooh, they're looking at some really cool wings right now, actually. So it looks like they might be adding some wings to their character design. Let's go check out Kasey. Kasey has very generously rated us a couple of times. Again, if you would like the raid call, there it is. If you don't have a sub, that's just change out the emotes. Use some different emotes. Eventually I'll be a pro and have actual raid call, but I don't have that right now. Be aware sometimes Kasey does get a little, like the chat can be a little bit more mature audience, but typically the art is very work safe. So if you're just watching without volume, don't worry about it. But if that matters to you, if you have kids around, that's your fair warning right there. But thanks again for hanging out. I super appreciate it. Once more, here's my links if you need them. If you want to be in the Discord, there's an event reminder at the top of the Discord. We also have socials. But let's go say hi to Kasey, and I will see you guys this afternoon for the party, hopefully. So if you want to come back at 4 p.m. Mountain Time, I'll be here. Hopefully we'll see you then too. But for now, let's go say hi to Kasey, and I'll see you over there, okay? Bye-bye. Appreciate you guys.